Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show. We are having a celebration today. We're going to let everybody pile in here in the comments just a little bit. Got Amber Rocks in the comments. Shout out to her. We're going to go ahead and roll some classic footage here while we have a conversation. I mean, anything can happen here. The show has begun. For sure, for sure. We got Shandini also in the comments. Everybody's lining up. Everybody's lining up. Testing. Can y'all hear me? We got the super athlete in the comments. Shout out to him. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. If y'all can hear me, let me know in the comments. We're starting a little late today. Want to apologize for that. Had to rush to get here, but we made it. We're having our celebration, our show today for City of Impact episode 24. As today we celebrate 4-year anniversary of this show. I feel very happy, very excited to be here talking to the JTV Wrestling fan base and possibly to have some special guests here today on the show. You know, we're just here to have fun. That's what this is about. This is basically a day off. I'll be taking whatever questions anybody has. I'll definitely be inviting people over. Right now, for those wondering what's on the screen, this is Kevin Impact K7 Hits. This is my old video. It is on this channel available to be viewed in its entirety. I don't know if we're going to watch it in its entirety here today. It could play in the background in its entirety, but yeah, these are definitely some highlights from my career. So it's always good to see this, and I'm real sure that if No Kills gets a hold of this, he's definitely gonna get back some flashbacks and some memories watching some of this old footage from back in the day when JTV started and whatnot, you know. So I just thought it'd be really cool to have this kind of like as a background, as a backdrop to today's show, and just to have fun with everybody. We're kind of just shooting the shit. I've been very, very busy trying to put together Chemical Warfare for everybody. So far, Chemical Warfare is looking very, very good. It started out a little slow because, you know, a lot of we're going to be getting music videos once again for the wrestling matches on the card. And it's been a long time since we've done that. So we're bringing that back. And with that, it takes time. Now, when it started, I was kind of blown up and I was kind of, you know, a little rusty, to be honest. You know what I mean? I started out, some of the videos that we were working on was taking me way too long to finish, but they're very, very good. Now that I've kind of got the hang of it, I'm kind of going a little faster through them. I'm happy to put out there, you know, as it should have been, it should not be a big secret that I'm working with Shendon and Maverick, who are working with me on production for Chemical Warfare. And I appreciate both of them for that. I also want to personally thank Mark Bannon, who has chipped in big time for Chemical Warfare to be good and for us to have all the things that we need so that we can go forward. And me and him have been working together behind the scenes closely. So I definitely want to give a big shout out to him. I know that a lot of wrestling fans worldwide hate Mark Bannon just like they hate Shendon, you know, and I think there might be fans out there that might even hate Maverick, you know. I mean, he's returned to JTV with a warm welcome and a whole lot of love, but I mean, there's a lot of people out there that just don't like him neither, you know what I mean? And the same goes for me. You know, there's a lot of people out there, especially several promoters in CAW who definitely do not like me and definitely hate me, and you know who you are. Shout out to you. So You know, it's a part of the game. I feel like if you're not hated, you're not doing your job right. You know, so I must be doing something right if I'm hated. But grateful to all of those individuals for doing their thing. No question about that. I see Amber Rocks in the comment. I want to talk about her real quick and a couple other people. I want to say thank you to Amber Rocks and everybody that has also that's a part of JTV Wrestling that continues to support, continues to get involved with our social media sites, whether it be Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, Discord, you know, wherever we're at. It makes me feel good that I get to go on social media and I get to see people like Amber Rocks supporting and commenting, people like Dan Rapture, you know, people like Maverick and everybody else that does their part so that this community can continue to grow. I've been talking about it for a million years. You know what I mean? Everybody knows I go way back with Moses and Jesus and everybody. You know what I mean? So I've been talking about it for a long time, the importance of supporting. You know, if you're in JTV and you're not doing your part to support, you're not hitting the like button, or you're not here to be successful and climb to the top, I really don't know what the hell you're doing in the pro wrestling circuit, you know? But I mean, with some of the highlights in the background from the good old war zone when I started, you know, you know, maybe this has always been a video game, but we don't play games in JTV unless it's in the ring, you know. And you shouldn't, you know. It should be everybody's mission to be number one, to be the best in this damn business. And that's what I've always strived for, and that's what I encourage other individuals to strive for. You know what I mean? So since I'm just shooting the breeze, I mean, anything could come up in this podcast, in this episode. I mean, I say whatever the hell I want. That's usually how that goes. You know that. And it is very important to understand that I don't ever really attack someone unless they really deserve it. I've never done that. You know what I mean? I've always done my part to expose a lot of people in this industry that are full of shit, and spoke my mind. And, you know, a couple of people didn't like the shit, but they can tell you a million times and a million lifetimes how I'm wrong, but they can't prove it to you. They could just tell you about it. You know what I'm saying? I can go into great detail about every single thing that I talk about and every single person that I expose. You know what I mean? But we're here for a celebration, and we're here because I want to say thank you to everyone that's in the comments and every single person that has ever participated in the City of Impact and made it a success. You know, whether you were on this show and you were full of shit, whether you were on this show and you're a real one, I appreciate it, you know, because thanks to you, you know, this show has grown into something very, very successful. So I'm very grateful for that. And I'm always going to be very grateful for that, you know? So that's what it's all about, you know? I had something I want to say. I think I forgot it. Trying to remember. We're also trying to make sure that we get this show to everybody. Get this show out there. You know, tell everybody that the City of Impact is live on the air. You know, we're broadcasting here worldwide for every single person that wants to be a part of this. If you guys have any immediate questions, feel free to prompt those and drop those in the comment section immediately so that I can go ahead and talk about those. Whether you love them or hate them, I want to thank Shandini for putting the link, my link in the Facebook chat. Go ahead and tag everybody so that they know we're live. But I do appreciate it. And I want to send a special shout out to one of my colleagues, my compadre, my brother, Chris Conscience. Chris Conscience is in the comments referencing the Tekken Tournament Championships, as Chris Conscience is working on a deal right now for JTV, as recently noted for the longest time. I mean, really, that he's got an Iron Fist tournament coming that was revealed and announced over at Mega Rush 131. I'm excited to work with him. Chris Constance being one of the true legends, actual legends of Call, along with Mikey Truth and a few others, is someone that I entrusted with to be responsible for this tournament and to be able to put together some good ideas. And I think that is going to be great. Chris Constance is trying to work on a big surprise for y'all. And I think that the tournament is going to be great. And Chris Constance is going to be going into detail on that soon, very soon, once he gets more information on how the tournament is going to work, you know. So in the meantime, we're just here to have fun, and big shout outs to him for sure. Make sure you guys smash that like button, show some love as we look at highlights of me working Bret the Hitman Hart back in the old Warzone when I was the Intercontinental Champion and I was in and out of D-Generation X. Good times, good stories. And yes, I did know no kills at the time. And, you know, obviously he was still a jobber and someone who was trying to climb up in this business. But I mean, the guy definitely gave me a lot of great matches, you know, as Chris Constance sends the thanks, brother. So maybe we should have some fun. Is there anyone in the comment section that would love to be a part of this episode and would like to join me live on the air right now? Let me know in the comments and we will do what we can to get you that link. I wonder if I could put the link in the comments and if anybody could be able to join. I think that'd be cool. That would be real cool. But I mean, I got the balls to do it. You know what I mean? I don't know if this is going to work, but there it is. I'll put the link right in the comment section for anybody to walk up in this beezy and give me a piece of the business. But you got Drasko here saying, I want to see some of your old stories from like 13 and 14. You know, 13 and 14, I got some stuff. I got some stuff from both of them. You know, I just got to look for it so we can get it out there. Just to see, you know, we can make that happen. Definitely a lot of things going on. I mean, I'll take questions from everything, questions from JTV and questions from the real world of wrestling, whatever you want, you know. And anybody that wants to be a part of this show, if you want to join, let me know. If you want to join, be a guest on the show. Maybe a little later during the show, I might make some phone calls, some random phone calls to some people. I remember this. This was me and Bret Hart, WCW. I've been a part of a lot of eras back in the day, and even though I've never been like a try hard or like a really die hard type of PvP guy in leagues or anything like that, you know, credit to Shendon and everybody else, Mark Bennett and guys like that who really went hard in leagues. You know, I've never been a league guy. I was always a character, you know, and I was always someone who worked on becoming a better wrestler, you know, and that's one of the things that me and No Kills kind of built on, being a good wrestler, being a good talent, good character. And we were a part of a very good era. I mean, there's a lot of really dope clips that I'm seeing in the background here from my time that was fun times, real fun times, you know, back in the day. And so, you know, I've been a part of a lot of eras where I got really the opportunity to enhance my character and do a lot of stuff like that. So I would definitely say that that is attributed, one of the things to attribute to in terms of the success of this show, City of Impact. You know, this is a wrestling show. This is a podcast. It's a talk show. You know, we've talked about a number of different things. And I also want to take the time to talk about the Scott Gross thing. You know, I mean, I like to go back to some of that. Interesting conversation with Iron Wolfman, Mason Steel, excuse me, on the last episode, City of Impact. in which we talked about open detail and thoughts about Scott Gross. We shared some screenshots and stuff like that. And Scott, Scott read my message. I had reached out. Scott never hit me back up. Scott still has not hit me back up. So Scott really comes off like somebody who's running about his accusations of being a pedophile. And I don't respect him for that. And I don't think there's any reason to even talk to him ever again. So that's that. I've already deleted the guy and choosing to move on with my life. And we don't ever have to give him any spotlight ever again. This is it. I just wanted to go on there and apologize to every single person in JTV that has ever had to deal with anything strange and anything negative that Scott Gross brought to JTV. And for my unprofessionalism of having a guy like that in JTV, who I thought was a great guy, who I thought was misunderstood and had been accused of shit that wasn't true, you know. But I mean, he sure acts like he's guilty. So that's going to be his legacy here on this channel and in JTV history, that Scott's a coward. He ran, he never reached back out, you know what I mean? And he's probably a pedophile, you know. And all of this, of course, is alleged, but I mean, we've seen enough screenshots and seen enough to understand that Scott was on some pedo shit, you know. But we're going to move past that. You know, just wanted to quick mention that and make that clear, because I just thought that should have been put out there. If you guys have a guest that you would like to see on episode 25 of the City of Impact, including yourself, you could put that in the comments as well. If you want to join me here on the show, we could do that as well. I even put the link in the stream in the JTV chat in case anybody wants to join. So let's do that, just in case anybody want to be a guest. The link is right in the chill chat. Anybody that shows up here in the studio, I'll be happy to have. The only person that I probably would not have in the studio is going to be No Kills, No Damage, because his episode is going to be saved for later on. You know, me and him have a lot of things to talk about on there. But, man, I'll talk to anybody else who walks in. I think we have someone backstage now. Holy shit, no way. No way. No way. Ladies and gentlemen, a miracle. Chris Third Eye Conscience is what it is. Holy mackerel. I think he's getting. Oh, I can hear him.
Yo.
Welcome to the show, Third Eye.
Well, thank you.
Business just picked up, man. This is a big surprise. You're giving these people a big old surprise here on the 4-year anniversary of the show.
Yeah, I'm glad to be here. I had to work some things out. I had to do this really because it was giving me a hard time, but I kind of like figured it out.
Yeah.
And
you was dealing with that for a couple of years. This is the 4-year anniversary of the City of Impact. You was dealing with that for a couple of years, man. I'm glad you straightened it out. This is good news. This means that you can now co-host with me every time we're on here.
Yeah, I just gotta figure that out too also.
Yeah.
But other than that, I'm glad to be here in the building.
Well, since I got you on here, I might as well keep you on here. We might have some more guests, but I'm gonna definitely keep you on here, since if I don't ever get to have Conscience on here ever again like this, I definitely want to enjoy today as a special occasion to have this man like actually here and not over phone call or anything. This is great. We're just kicking it, man. You know, some highlights. Wait a minute. We got another guest in the building we're going to bring in. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the show the one and only Maverick. Welcome to the show, Maverick.
Oh, snap. Mavericks in the building.
What
Indeed.
up, man?
And so is the third eye, Maverick. I got both you guys here with me. This is definitely a special occasion. 4-year anniversary of the City of Impact. I mean, what are you guys' thoughts on this show since its inception and pilot episode?
I like seeing the highlights, all because it it takes me back more. You know, when I was in my indie days and whatnot. You know what
Right.
I'm saying?
Absolutely.
And that's, to
Yes.
be honest, that's how it all got started.
Everybody started somewhere, you know. That's how I started with some of the highlights being shown. But in terms of this podcast show, 4 years today, Maverick. What are your thoughts on the success and growth of City of Impact so far?
Man, it's been good. You know, it's like I've told you before. I think it's very healthy and very smart what we're doing. You know, we're not overcrowding the people with podcasts. You know, we're being smart about it. And the way that you pick your guests is very, very good. You know, obviously, I know the last City Impact didn't go the way we wanted it to go, but you did your best. You did your part, and I think every City of Impact besides that one has been good. They've been very intriguing to watch, and I look forward to being back on it one day. And I look forward to see what you got up your sleeve. And I'm also looking forward to that episode with me and Draskell. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I definitely put it out there that I would like to have that episode with Draskell and Maverick. I think it could be real fun to show some highlights and to talk wrestling and to be positive. Positivity is something that is hard to come by in call, and a lot of places that are not too good. And I think that we try to do our best. I tell a lot of people there's always going to be drama in wrestling, Fed, call, promotions, whatever you want to call it, because that's just how it goes. If there's no drama, I mean, what are we really doing? Wrestling is supposed to be about drama. It's supposed to be about somebody not liking each other. It's supposed to be about having issues. You know what I mean? That's what this is about. But there's something along the lines of bottled up drama that can be disseminated to an audience and be kind of cinemized in a way and presented as a work of art. And then there's drama that destroys companies and brands and stuff like that. You know what I mean? So, oh shit, I can't believe it. Jody Kidd is in the comments. I haven't heard from him in a while. And so I just think that it's important to know the difference between what drama really, really is inside of a wrestling promotion. And I think that JTV does an excellent job of bottling it up and disseminating it to its audience to enjoy it. You know what I'm saying? There's been individuals, as you know, this Maverick and Conscience, and a lot of other people, the JTV fans, that have lied about us for many, many years about me and have said a lot of things that weren't true, things that they wanted to enable or agendas that they wanted to push. And, that's just what it is. JTV is not perfect. Nobody's perfect. Not perfect, but I make mistakes. I make decisions that weren't too great. But most of the time, we tend to make the right one. We tend to make the right one with talent. We tend to make the right calls with the right people that should stay and should go. And I mean, if you want to call that my opinion, by all means. I think that I'm speaking factual, in my opinion.
Right. Well, and I'm going to say this as well to make a statement. And this isn't coming from Maverick as the JTV superstar, but this is coming from myself. If you are here to cause issues, if you're here to cause drama, you don't need to be here. If you are here to build on the legacy and the current momentum of what JTV has to offer, then that's who we want. We want you to be here. We want to grow on you. We want to push you. We want you to have the best time that you possibly can. here in JTV, but also in CAW. You know, it's like I told you, and I've told Corey, I've told multiple people, I've told Shinden, I've told Draskell, you know, JTV is taking over. JTV is slowly but surely taking over, you know, whether it be on socials, whether it be on YouTube, whatever it may be. Um, just like you said, you know, yesterday, you know, JTV is, people are excited for Chemical Warfare. People are excited about Chemical Warfare. People are excited about Ultimate Showdown 6. You know, people are excited for what we have next. You know, we've got people left and right asking to join us, you know, whether or not those people work out or not, you know, it doesn't matter, because the roster of people that we have right now is already insane. And I, you know, again, like I said, 4 years of the City of Impact, we're going to get to see more of the City of Impact, and we're going to get to see some of those people that we haven't got to see on the show yet, that are new and upcoming stars, and that are wanting to take over the business with us. And so ultimately, you know, I think that if you are here to cause drama, if you're here not to work, if you're not here to grow JTV, then you probably need to step away or do something, you know, do something about it. You know, show us that you want to be here. Show us that you want to earn it. Show us that, you know, that you love CAW just like the rest of us, you know, because you, Mr. Impact, or however you want me to call you, you have been the one to put in the most work out of everybody. And I know that you say, that we need to take credit as well, or whatever, but you need to get most of the credit. You know, you're the one out here editing the shows. You're the one out here going through all the trouble of trying to get it to render, and then it doesn't want to render, and then it restarts on you. You know, you deserve a lot more credit than you give yourself. And, you know, this isn't me trying to, you know, be like, oh, let me write you, Mr. No, this is me. This is me legitimately giving you your flowers, because ultimately you don't have to do this. And I know that you have said before that you feel like you have to, but you don't have to. You do this because you love this. You do this because you love the community. Even though that you have so much stuff going on in your life, you try to be there for everybody. So again, if you're out there trying to start trouble, if you're out there trying to start stuff, you know, you need to leave it alone. Like, focus on what's at hand, and it's the takeover of CAW with JTV. And if you've got a problem, settle it. Don't get Impact doesn't have to be involved. Just settle it. You know. So again, ultimately, this is me just giving you your flowers, and this is me giving Conscience his flowers as well, because he puts in the work as well, and I know that Shinden does. I know that I try to put in as much work as I possibly can to help you, because I know that it's not a one-man job. But for years and years and years, you have tried to make it a one-man job. And I think that myself, Shinden, and others know that that needs to be put to an end. And it needs to be more than a one-man job, and it needs to be a community job. So, again, like I said, this is me giving you your flowers and saying thank you to you, not only for 4 years of City of Impact, but for many, 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 many years of JTV and more to come.
Wow, that really means a lot to me. I almost hate that you said that to me on air, but it means a lot. You caught me off guard with that one. It means a lot to me, and it says a lot about the type of individual that you are. I know and I understand that there's going to be individuals that are not going to like you, Maverick, because of your style of life, the way you think, the decisions that you make, stuff like that. And I get that because I fall into the same tree. But the Maverick that I know and understand is an amazing person. This kid has had my back for the longest time. I've done what I can to have his back. I'm not afraid to say on there that I do love him, and I do love Conscience. And I got love for Shannon and everybody else. You know, there's no doubt about it. I love who loves me more than anything, but I still say that I love everybody because it's what I feel in my heart. I don't have hatred or bitterness in my heart. And whoever said that lied. That's merely their opinion and the agenda they wanted to push. I didn't have hatred in my heart. I've never had hatred in my heart while I've been in JTV. All I've had is I've despised individuals who turn their backs on me for no good reason. You know what I mean? when I've done so much for them. One person who I'm trying to avoid mentioning, who I might mention just because I really want to let this person have it on air, in particular that I'm thinking about among many other individuals, you know what I mean? But the fact that you said that means a lot to me. And without a shadow of a doubt, Chris Conscience is one of the most underrated individuals in call history. He's been around for the longest time. It is my hope that CJ Mondo is going to put this man with me in the Titan Nation Alliance Hall of Fame, and that Conscience could sometime take his place in the JTV Hall of Fame where he belongs. But the thing about that is, Conscience is still fresh. He's still in his prime. He still has things he wants to do. Conscience is not trying to limit himself to just being on the commentary booth. He told me years ago, hey, I want to be a champion too. I want to have matches as well. And then this situation with Will Smith presented itself. You know what I'm saying? Which I'm actually working on the documentary to that, and it's going to be very, very good. You know what I mean? The documentary with Chris Conscience and Will Smith is going to be very fun. The new videos that are going to be coming out just as a teaser and just so you get the behind the scenes, so I don't spoil too much. The new music videos that we're working on for Chemical Warfare are the greatest looking music videos we've ever produced in terms of any pay-per-view build. And I'm a very, very big fan of the intros. We're getting a pay-per-view intro, premium live event, just to be updated. So I'm not outdated like Vince, So I'm just completely excited, man. I'm completely excited. I don't want to say I can't wait, you know what I mean? But I'm anxious to get back on commentary with Conscience. And, we're going to be making some adjustments. Some surprises are going to be taking place for sure. So Chemical Warfare is going to be one of the greatest JTV shows of all time. I don't know if it's going to be the greatest show of all time. I think Showdown 6 might be the greatest. But I can tell you for sure that this Chemical Warfare is going to be the greatest chemical warfare that you ever seen ever in JTV history. I can guarantee that, So I'm excited for that.
I'll say this. I want to talk. We've been dealing with like you said, the chemical warfare.
I got to cut you off real quick, Conscience. I can't believe this man, while I was talking, this man went ahead and updated his profile. He got the third eye on his profile. You need to stop playing with me on air, sir. Go ahead and say what you got to say.
Yeah, I had to do it. I had to show out real love for that. I had to throw out that Batman symbol. But yeah, I've been apparently with you and everybody else on for chemical warfare, or because I don't know if I was the only one or I was the first one to like put down some music, but people had suggestions about should it be horror or should it be a hard theme, and I was like, we should leave the hard theme for retro Pumpkin Night.
Right.
And for having the music for Pumpkin Night, A-Rocks, she was like, I want to hear, it would be cool if it was anime music. I was like, I'm okay, that'll be cool, but I just ain't talked about it amongst you, Shendon, or anybody else at the board of the table about that. But I listened to our wrestlers and our fans to see what they like, what they want.
And that's how it should be. I wish most wrestling companies that are mainstream these days would do that, not just in call, but in wrestling itself, but too much of that doesn't go on. It's a lot of buddy support going on, and there's a lot of well, we think this is what works best. You know what I mean? And I don't agree with that.
Yep.
So you got the right mindset, Conscience. You know what I mean? And we're lucky to have you here in the pro wrestling circuit. And God bless any company that's ever had you in it and underutilized you and didn't appreciate you. That's for damn sure, because man, you're the book that never ends. So I don't know how any company could underutilize Chris Conscience, but I've been happy to work with the guy ever since, and it's been a blessing to work with the guy ever since.
I've been happy just to be working here, and you gave me a chance, and I ain't had to do silly nonsense type of stuff instead of just being the same old thing over and over again. Because you got some people in different companies, and I ain't gonna even get started, but that's how they get down. And at night, they get much dirtier.
Hey, man. But they're so soft that even when they get dirty, it's like HBO After Hours, softcore. Top that if you can. They
be in the back, want to be hating, but they be like, I got a taxi cab confession to make.
Chris Conscience got a live mic, and this is the City of Impact, so it could get real dangerous at any time. I could talk about whatever I want. I'm just choosing not to.
Yeah.
I'm choosing to be professional.
Talk about whatever you want to. Go on. This is your show. No. This is your show. Go on.
It damn sure is. You better believe it. But the thing is that before I went on the air, I was thinking, do I want to talk about this? Do I want to talk about that? And it's just like, it just gets to a point where you kind of, I channel into, Mr. Miyagi and Bruce Lee and all this other stuff. And I start thinking to myself, I don't really got to mention this person. I mean, I don't have to talk about that. There's just times when I feel like I have to do it because it's the right thing to do. And I like to normalize that speaking about someone who's no good and exposing them is the right thing to do. That's you being positive. That's you being healthy to the community. It's not something that has to be done all of the time. You know what I'm saying? As me and Maverick know, that there's people in call who make it their mission to do that all the time. We don't really try to do that all the time on this channel. We got better things to do with our time. It's too much excitement, and JTV is kind of like Walt Disney, the CAW. You know what I mean? It's much more fun stuff going on than to just focus on something negative that happened, by the popcorn place. You know what I mean? So that's just usually how it goes. But there's a lot of people in the comments, and it feels good to be here. I'm excited. A lot of different things going on, and I appreciate both of you guys up here showing me support on the 4-year anniversary of the show. I'm sure.
Yes, of course.
Indeed. I had to pop that champagne bottle cork. Had to come through.
Well, let me ask you this. I'll ask you a question really quick.
Absolutely.
What is can you give us an update on chemical warfare?
I think with the way things are looking right now, it's going to be sometime in September. We're already in August 12th. Giving me and JTV a few more weeks to be able to get this show done right would be smart and healthy. It could be early September. It could be mid-September. It doesn't really need to be late September from what I'm looking at, which is good news. But, just a couple of more weeks would be good. That way we can get 2 episodes of Retro. It'll give me and Conscience and some of the other team some time to work on other broadcasts and stuff like that before Chemical Warfare drops, and we can promote it the right way. And I think it would be very, very good. I'm excited about the transition going over into 2K26. You know what I mean? I know people have different thoughts about 2K26 and stuff like that. But from the time that I've spent on 2K26, I'm enjoying it, and I just keep finding myself getting more excited. You know, I don't know how any real wrestling fan that is diehard for the business can't get excited about the fact that Legendary Gangrel and the Brood's theme song is in the game. That means you can download all of them off of CC, and you got a whole faction now for a GM mode, you know, which I'm excited to play. I play GM mode because I've always liked the idea of being a general manager. I mean, I didn't grow up too much with the general manager thing. You know, at my time, it was more commissioner, Sergeant Slaughter, Shawn Michaels, stuff like that. You know, the GM thing kind of came into play after 02, I think it was, when Vince introduced the draft. I think that was it in 02 or something like that. So
Eric Bischoff and Paul Heyman.
Right. Yeah, and I think that was really the beginning. That's what led on that GM deal, because you had other people that were in charge of creative on TV for different wrestling shows. Paul Lee had ECW, Eric Bischoff was in charge of WCW, and you know Vince, of course, ran the WWF. You know that to me, to people like me and Conscience, that was wrestling. And so if you're not excited about 2K26 and you call yourself a wrestling fan and you can't come up with creative ideas within the game, I mean, I don't know. You know, maybe you're just not creative like that. But I always had imagination. As you see in the background as we speak about it, some of that imagination is playing in the background right now as I'm working Chris Benoit back and Just Bring It when No Kills was around. And I don't know. I've always had an imagination for wrestling. I do want to mention my brother real quick. God rest his soul, a man who wrestled in JTV by the name of Player One. We'll get to him very, very soon when the time is right. And you know, he was the guy who really started me out in terms of this. You know, he used to do his show on his systems, whether it was PlayStation, Super Nintendo, whatever it was back in the day. My brother was the beginning of the inspiration for me to do JTV. My brother back in the day, I'll share a memory of my late brother. That it kind of happened to me with the same game that you're looking on the screen right now. It kind of the same thing happened to me with my mom. God rest her soul. What happened to my brother is my brother found WWF Raw for Super Nintendo in somebody's apartment. You know, back in the day, you know how it was in the hood. You know what I mean? You know, somebody's house got broken into or something like that. I'm not saying my brother broke in somebody's house. I'm saying, you know, somebody's window may have been open and he may have jumped in. Something along those lines may have happened. You know, I don't remember the full story, so it's all alleged. But he got his hands on the WWF Raw for Super Nintendo. And when he did, I'm kind of lagging. Are we still on the air?
Yeah.
So when he got that WWF, you know, from my understanding, he didn't even have a Super Nintendo to play, but the game inspired him. You know, he could look at the game every day and just think about the damage he's going to do when he gets that Super Nintendo. You know, and that was the beginning. That was the early days of what JTV would be in the future. And then in 2001, back in the day, saying I didn't have a PS2. And of course, this is, you know, going into IRL, you know what I'm saying? This is breaking kayfabe or whatnot, you know, but in this show, we have fun. And breaking kayfabe, you know, I didn't have no PS2. My mom had made it her mission to make her son happy and got me Just Bring It. And I don't know, maybe now in the cosmos that maybe she could be told about it. Maybe she could hear me, but she didn't understand at that time how happy that made me, even though I didn't have the system. Just to have the booklet, just to have the physical copy in my hand that I could look at Just Bring It and go to my old block, you know what I mean, my old neighborhood, and just look at the CD in my hand and read the booklet and look at the characters in it. I was always full of inspiration. I always had the imagination for him. We got Damian Taylor. I think we got Damian here. Okay, Damian Taylor was backstage. We'll see if we can get him on in a bit when he get back in the studio. But that imagination for me was always there. I always liked the aspect of, I guess, being a GM or owner or whatever. So the GM thing for me works in the WWE games. The one thing that I wish 2K would get on is turn off the damn draft. Let me have the season that I want. Let me sign everyone I want to sign, and let me have the crazy matches I want to have. I've been having a lot of fun with GM since the last game. I got WCW, and I brought The Rock to WCW, and I had Macho Man Randy Savage wrestle The Rock in WCW. That was fun. That was very fun for me to have that dream match happen. Okay.
Now that's a match on paper that you clearly you can see that it's going to be a top-notch classic.
And it was fun to watch. And that's my thing. With GM mode, I have a free camera that I can move around anytime I want, and I can watch these matches and I can enjoy it. And then I get to read about my show after because of 2K. I get to read about it in the little news updates they do after the show. Maybe that's not fun for everybody else, but for me, that's very fun. I enjoy that. You know what I mean? Maybe because I'm old school. Maybe that's not everybody's cup of tea, but for me, it worked. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of these kids now, they skip entrances and they just play with like standard characters in the game or play online and just get bored of it and put it down. They need, in the case of somebody like No Kills, they need more substance, if you will. They need a little bit more just to keep them in tune in the game. Kind of like some of the things we saw on the AEW game where you have little mini games and stuff like that. I agree with that. You know what I'm saying? I'm a big fan of AEW's whatever the hell it's called, you know, where you get to run around. You know, and I think that 2K should do that, but I find my own way to have fun with my 2K every year. You know what I mean? And if everybody else just doesn't do that, they don't have the mind for it, and GM doesn't do it, then I'm sorry that you feel that way. But for me, it just works. So I've been having a lot of fun with 2K26 so far. You know, a lot of stuff that's going on with it. I really like. I like that we have a dumpster backstage now in the parking lot that we could use. I like that we have a new area that we can use for TV when we do JTV. It's a lot of things about it like that I'm looking forward to, creative wise. So,
in that dumpster, you'll see some.
Yeah, Mark, I'm talking about the Stadium Stampede on the AW game. Yeah, you're right. You know, so I don't know. I think 2K26 is fine. I think it's a little better than a lot of people are treating it. A lot of people have put it down. I can remember talking to No Kills, and before the game comes out, everybody's watching every single entrance for God knows what reason, and just spoiling everything for themselves. You know what I mean? And just kind of doing this whole thing where they, you know, they have to see everything ahead of time. You know what I mean? I don't work that way. I don't like that. I don't like the idea of looking at something and checking something and looking at all the entrances and every single thing that's in the game before I get it. You know, entrances to me is very special. Wrestling now, the way they do entrances, they don't like to market or they don't like to condition their fan base that, you know, it's important to have entrances and how important that entrance is. But back in my time, it was important. The way D'Lo Brown walked to the ring and his entrance theme song and the way he moved his neck, that mattered. You know what I'm saying? When Jeff Jarrett was walking to the ring and he had the guitar with Deborah and the European Championship around him, that mattered. That shit was important. The way the lights would go out before the Undertaker comes out, or the way the lights go out and then it's red when Kane walks out, that shit is important. And now it's like these kids who play the game, they're conditioned to skip entrances. You know what I mean? And, you know, the fun is taken out of it. You know what I mean? So to me, I don't like it. I don't agree with it. And I feel like it should be normalized. You know, so I like to normalize a lot of that shit in JTV. And I think that we have to try to keep that art form alive as much as we can. That's why I get so mad about the titles and the way they look. I get mad about who's getting pushed. I get mad about the way a storyline is being produced, you know, because to me, every single thing should matter. And that's not normalized now in wrestling. You know what I mean? It's just a few little things here and there, you know? So I don't know. I'm excited about the transition to 2K26, looking forward to it. In a way, I kind of wish that 2K would kind of slow it down and drop a game like every 2 years. You know what I mean? Because I don't get to spend enough time on these games, man. You know, these days it's like we'll do maybe 4, 5, 6 shows on one game and then we move on to the next one. You know what I mean? The JTV's become so difficult to produce now. You know, back then it was just more matches and easier segments and boom, you get easier shows. Now it's just more story driven. You know, like I was talking to someone who I'm not going to mention for specific reasons the other day. There's a reason I'm not going to mention this person, but I talked to someone the other day who said that they like the direction JTV's going because it's like more story driven. And I agree with that. You know, story driven means it becomes harder to produce. So I don't know. Me and Shandon fight with each other all the time because we're very picky and everything has to be perfect and everything has to be compelling and interesting. And sometimes that's like an enemy of ours because it's like when we can get the show out a little faster, we kind of hold back a bit because we can put more stuff into it, you know. But I mean, things are going to change. We're going to be looking to produce shows and get them out a lot faster. You know, it's not going to be a 3-week thing, you know what I'm saying? But if we can keep big shows coming out and inside of like less than 2 months, I think that would be great, especially if we can have other shows with that, podcasts and retro slams and stuff like that. I think it would be healthy because these shows are very hard to produce. But backstage here, we've got Damian Taylor, member of BKS. We're going to bring him in also to see so he can chime in. I think Conscience actually left. I just realized Conscience is not even here. Maybe we'll get him back. But Damian Taylor is here. Damian, welcome back to the City of Impact.
Yo, thanks for having me here. And congratulations on your 4-year anniversary.
I mean, considering the fact that you're a member of BKS, I really hope you mean that. And I look forward to a positive competitive challenge at Chemical Warfare. But thank you, Damian. That means a lot.
I do mean that. Even if I am a member of BKS, still, it's a great achievement.
Right. There's some shots in the background of me and No Kills when we were tag teaming, and here comes the pain.
Facts.
But I mean, you know, you're live on the air. If you want to say something, man, I'm all ears. Or if you got questions.
Question. Well, sure, shit. Like, what would be your biggest moment right now? You could say for JTV wrestling.
The most important moment in my career?
Yes.
That's a good question.
Getting to fight Maverick on the Japan tour.
It was a good match. We got to go back to the fiber, put them boots back on. We got to run it back. Shit. I feel like what is you said the most important moment?
Yes.
I think
what defined you as Kevin Impact?
See, you kind of twisted it when you asked it like that now, because I had an answer, and now when you said it like that, you twisted it a little bit. What defines me as Kevin Impact? Okay, I'll tell you what. I'll give you a 2-for-1. So what I think is my most important moment would probably be my decision to bring JTV to YouTube. I think that was one of the smartest things I did. I think that helped me. It helped everybody because now my legacy lives on, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? Worldwide. People will know me. People will remember me that I went to the internet. Yo, Maverick, chill out. Don't be going on camera and shit, you know, with your Eric Bischoff reading glasses on. You know,
the reading glasses is just crazy work. Like,
right. So I think that that's my most important thing that I did. My most important moment was the decision to come to YouTube. And I think that what defines me as Kevin Impact, probably who I am. The person that I am probably defines me as Kevin Impact because if you look hard enough, you can see that with me, it's the real deal. You know, people will tell you a million things, but they can never prove it to you. They'll just tell you. They'll tell you, oh, this, that, he did this to me, you know, but they won't prove it to you. When it comes to me,
exactly,
you see
they
it.
would not prove that shit.
When it comes to me, you can see it. You can see my passion. You can see the way that I am. You know what I'm saying? You can see how I've given a lot of people chances. You know what I'm saying? I think that I've done my part to try to be a gift to CAW, and it, you know, I think I've done my part to try to be that. If I'm not, I think I've tried. So, you know, and like I said a bunch of times, I feel like this is one of the greatest things I've ever done in my life was to be a part of Call, and I would not change it. But it's interesting to think, where would I be and what would I be doing if I wasn't ever a part of this? You know what I mean? And it's going to happen to all of us one day. You know what I'm saying? One day we'll retire from this. But what I'm saying is, what would have happened if I would have never entered this domain? You know what I'm saying? Like, when you want to talk about Kevin Impact, that Kevin Impact nickname, that last name, it's like, I've done that. Whether positive or negative, I've impacted the lives of people on this planet. To me, that shit means something. To me, that shit is important. And I take a lot of responsibility for it, and I take a lot of pride in it. You know what I mean? I just think it's kind of cool that the culture has grown so much. And I'm going to work as hard as I can to try to keep it up as long as I can, so that you can enjoy as many years as possible inside of this as you should, Damien. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Past the BKS stuff, you know, because ever since we worked together and you came to the pro wrestling circuit, I mean, you're still learning the ropes. You're still, you know, adapting to the way this whole business works and all this other stuff. But I mean, you're not a stranger. You're not a stranger at all. You've paid your dues. You've been on that road. You've played those games back in the day. You know what I mean? And you have passion for this, man. You have passion for this, and that's something that it matters and is important in this business. That those who have passion go far. Those who don't care, and this is just an E-Fed, and you're here to play matches and stuff like that, you know, it doesn't go anywhere.
Nah, it doesn't,
you know?
really.
And sometimes it's very, very unfortunate because JTV has been home to a lot of very talented people. And it's very unfortunate that a lot of talented people have thrown their careers away because of their ego, because of somebody lying to them, because of personal interests, greed, jealousy, envy, whatever the reason may be, over a video game, I might add. That, and the gaming community, you know, that they would allow themselves to force the relationship with me and JTV and themselves to deteriorate. I think it's a stupid thing. If I was somebody that was in JTV for like 10 years or 5 years, 3 years, whatever, I would not make it my main priority to fuck up my relationship with J Kid or Kevin Impact and JTV. To me, that I would feel like I wasted my time. Why would I do that? Unless I had a real good reason. You know what I mean?
Oh, you did it all for the story, you know?
I mean, that's one individual, you know, you could reference in that, you know. I'm talking about a lot of different people, but that's one individual for sure that we'll get to at some point in time, you know, when we're ready to talk about that. But we got Conscience back in.
He
Welcome
did
back.
it all for the nookie.
He did it all for the nookie. That's my boy, Chris. How you doing, man?
I'm good. I'm good.
That's good, man. I'm glad to see you in good spirits.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I gotta be. I mean,
Hey,
how the
life too short just to keep focusing on the bad, you know?
yeah, and especially what's going on in the world. I'd rather just be. I just rather have my peace and
No, for real.
my tranquility.
I remember somebody one of my old heads had told me that, you can't save the world and shit like that. You can only control what you can control.
Yeah,
And I always found that to be true.
yeah,
I can't say everybody. Some people you just gotta have to let go.
yeah. I mean, that person who told you, they absolutely right. I mean, as much as you do want to change it, sometimes you just got to get out the way and let that handle it itself. But for you, you just go ahead and just find your most comfortable, peaceful place and just don't try to like be in the in crowd or whatever.
Nah, stay in your lane. I
Yeah,
respect people who's they selves, you know? No, don't pump fake to kick it with me.
yeah,
Like when I met Jay, I damn near didn't want to join JTV because shit, I just wanted to chill with Jay, really, and the people. Like, then I gotta be a part of this to come chill with y'all. But but then I really got convinced to come join, and I've been here ever since. Enjoyed it ever since.
yeah.
That's deep.
I mean, I wouldn't even try looking for Jay. I just saw some on the side of my screen, and second, I was at a place that I hated because I had to do the same routine, and then it's like if I'm doing a championship, they be like, "Oh, okay, you got the title. We gonna race that, and so you got to fight for it again in a ladder match." And that was the whole MO. Ladder match, ladder match, ladder match. Like, damn, you ain't got nothing else.
I would probably get tired of seeing that shit.
Yeah, I mean, and this supposed to be the so-called owner. You the owner, and you don't. They couldn't. The owner couldn't. He couldn't book nothing. He couldn't. He was still wet behind the ears, drinking milk mustache.
Milk mustache.
Yeah,
Diabolical work.
Y'all gotta stop playing with me.
he holding on to his man, his boo, talking about who's dick in my ass.
Oh, some of my bitch.
He biting pillows and after dark.
Biting pillow, diabolical work is a
Mm-mm.
I mean,
diabolical work.
that's what they do after dark.
Shit. It's they business
Mm-mm.
to me.
After dark.
They might do that shit in the middle of the day. You never know.
Yep. I mean, they close the curtains, get their bottle of lotion, KY jelly.
Mm-mm.
Not the KY jelly.
He says, he said, put it on me. It's smooth like peanut butter.
Mm-mm.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, don't. Yeah, I'm mad. Don't play with me.
I warned y'all about
Mark,
Compton,
Mark,
man.
Mark said first I hated his guts. I didn't hate your guts. I just think you're not a good heel like me. But you know, that's neither here or there. Until I got to know, shit, I didn't like Maverick at first. Until I got to know Maverick, me
I
and Maverick
remember
didn't
that.
like each other.
And that was behind the scenes type shit. We didn't even air that.
Nah,
Mm,
like behind the scenes, I thought he was gay, so I didn't want to push him.
mm.
You know, I didn't want the alphabet community to come after me. Not yet, anyway.
And them alphabet boys.
Yeah,
Mm-mm.
you know, they are army. You know,
You know there's two types, right?
that's the title.
No, I'm saying there's two types.
Oh
Uh,
yeah, yeah, it is for sure.
yeah, you got those, and you got the police.
Got to be careful of both of those.
Yeah.
Especially being a color person in America, you definitely got to be careful of those.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. And it don't come easy for me.
Mm-mm.
About
No,
my skin tone and whatever.
no,
Mm-mm.
for real, not for me at all. But like just the other night, I got pulled over for bullshit because they was bored.
Yep. I mean, that's what police officers do, though. They trade in the white sheets just for they have on blue uniforms that make them have more power.
The police is basically the modern KKK, and I don't give a fuck. I ain't scared to say it on air.
Yeah.
I mean, everybody's on here speaking their mind. This is not about attacking anyone or anything like that. The individuals on here are merely, we just on here talking. You know what I mean? If
Yeah,
anybody is offended that's watching this show that don't like what Mike Guest was saying or me, turn it off. You know what I mean? Change the channel. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? That's my best advice. But if you trying to hear some real shit, that's why I'm letting these guys just go free on the air and say what they want to say. All three of us are minorities, by the way. You know what I'm saying? So we're born to be attacked. And both of you guys, as two official black men of color, of course they're gonna try to come after you more than anything. You know what I'm saying? So that's just what it is. It's
is
something
that?
that happens in America, and it happens worldwide. Racism is universal. You guys know that, and definitely Ryan Storm proved that.
Uh,
Yes, yeah. I be telling people like, man, it's not like that we don't get a bad rep, but it's like when it's like all of us not bad, bro. Like we really get a bad rep. We get people
yeah.
get people get brainwashed by what they see.
We get judged and labeled as soon as we walk into the room.
But you know what's the fucked up part about it? We the most copied culture in the world.
Oh yeah.
Everybody want to be us, but everybody can't handle us.
Yep. Everybody wanna they like our style. Uh,
Listen, I'm
They
gonna tell,
like us. They
I'm
like
gonna
our
tell,
style. They like what we do, but they can't handle the problems that we really face.
yeah.
I'm gonna tell you like this: Black community has impacted the world in a massive way. Um, when you put, and this is not me being racist. Don't take this shit out of context, okay? To anybody tuning in, when you
Yeah,
put
Maverick.
when you put color into clear drinks, it's gonna mix.
Of course.
So mixing, this whole mixing is normalized. It was meant to be. It's the future, to be honest with you, because with the way things are going, all the continents are going to come together regardless in the
Oh,
future with the way things are going. And that's scientifically statistics. That's not my opinion. So what you think is going to happen? You see what I'm saying? So you might as well just get along with everybody. If you're going to judge anybody, don't let it be over their skin. Judge people for their decisions. Okay?
yeah.
I
Judge
judge
people
people
because
based on their actions and what they do in life.
exactly. Judge
If I
them on
found
that.
out you a deadbeat father, bro, I'm not fucking with you.
Right.
But
And that's a whole nother topic you just open up. That's a whole nother can of worm there with the father thing you open up.
like I gotta first, I ain't gonna judge you off the bat. I gotta see for myself that if you a deadbeat father. Cause I'm
Right.
not gonna go off what the baby mama and shit say and nothing like that. Cause the bitch could be lying.
Right.
But if I see you not actively taking care of your kids or you not trying to actively go get your kids, yeah, I'm gonna be like, bro, fuck is you doing?
Right.
Yeah.
Every time I see you at the spot, getting high. Like, come on, bro.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. You gonna have kids, man. You got to take care of your kids. It's a very touchy subject. You have to take care of your kids. This is one of the as we get to see me beating the shit out of Vincent Mann at WrestleMania.
I was just about to comment on that. I'm like, he finna
Me
whoop
and
Vincent
Vincent-
Man's ass is crazy.
Yeah,
Work.
Vincent Mann conscious. That son of a bitch. But
Bro, you see Conscious right there in the background and the chick in the crowd.
Conscious was there for sure. He had,
Conscious
he
on
had his
commentary.
he had his Steiner brothers fitted on. But yeah,
I'm the dog face gremlin. Hit me, he can scratch.
Damn, who took out Earl? Y'all always beating up Earl.
the other guy that got knocked down is actually my Uncle Tito.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's my manager, and Vincent Mann's manager is Shane McMahon, just so everybody knows. So it was me and my uncle against. It was basically the Impacts against the McMahons.
Basically.
You see how he killing me.
He overly whooping your ass with that check.
Oh,
He was
Shane-
talking shit while he was whooping your ass.
I got real hot. I started trying to kill him with that chair after that. I got real heated. I remember that.
I hate they don't got that in 2K no more.
Look at Shane cheating. What's up, Conscious? You got a live mic.
yeah. I'm gonna say back in the day when Shane used to be a commentary, when he used to commentary, it used to be funny, especially when Al Snow theme song, "What Everybody Wants." I know. I was like, I know these niggas can't keep a straight face. He like, yeah, everybody love her. Who don't love her?
No,
For sure.
I have to get like out of all the McMahons, I have to give Shane his credit. Like he really put his body on the line and shit for the company.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. He the most athletic one out of the whole bunch.
No, for real. I think he enjoyed it more than probably some wrestlers of today.
Yeah. Because they want to give in the game, they give Vince an old man stunner, and they can't even hit it correctly. They give him a stunner, but Shane made his own moves. Like
No, for real, Shane made his own move. The coast to coast. I always thought that was a Shane McMahon classic. I'm like nobody else can do the coast to coast like Shane.
yeah, and then if you play No Mercy,
Yes.
them little punches he did, the which way did he go? That was the name of them. The which way did he go? Punch.
For real. Like, I think one of my favorite matches of Shane McMahon is him and Kurt Angle.
Yes.
When Kurt was body slamming that man through the glass and that bitch was not breaking.
Yep.
And landing on his head. I just watched that the other day too.
I'm like, bro, Shane ass could have fucking killed himself.
Yeah, he could.
Like, damn.
And then he had his own group.
He did.
The Mean Street Posse.
I remember that.
It's underrated, by the way. And
Yes.
my brother just rested, so he met Pete Gas at one of the malls in Manhattan. Back in the day.
That was
He
beautiful.
was cool. Yeah, he was cool. Pete Gas was a big guy. from the
No,
Mean
no,
Street Posse. If you're a wrestling fan, for everybody else out there, and you don't know
no,
about the Mean
no.
Street Posse, time to do research.
Go do your
Pete,
homework, man. Go brush that up.
Pete Gas, Pete Gas was he was kind of like Muscle, but the chubby one of the bunch. The big dude was Joey Abs.
Joey Abs, yeah. The tall guy. Joey Abs was tall. Rodney. Was it just Rodney? I think it was just Rodney, right?
Yeah, just Rodney.
Rodney was a smaller guy, the blonde, bleached blonde hair, and then Pete Gas was a chubby guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like Mainstream Posse when they did that thing with Shane McMahon. It was a good little crew, especially when they was messing with X-Pac and shit like that, and Test. Good times.
Test would never be in the Hall of Fame.
I mean, I'm sure he will be, but my thing is just like when I talk to people about wrestling, right? Like, it seems to me like a lot of people still have hope in TKO. I don't have any hope in them at all. You know, I just look forward to positive things. Like, and I just feel like the Hall of Fame is just comedy. And I've been to the WWE Hall of Fame in person. I was there with Corey, and we seen Bret Hart get attacked by some white Jamaican. Seen the shit. I was drinking. I just came back. I told Corey, hold my beer because I'm gonna go take a piss. I get back. I hear Hart Foundation's theme song. I come out through the crowd. Bret's coming out with Natalia, and then after a little bit, you know, he gets almost taken out by a fan. And I got to see Harlem Heat going. So I've been to the Hall of Fame. I've seen Hulk Hogan from far and Randy Orton, everybody. But the Hall of Fame is just a joke. You know what I mean? It's comedy, you know? So
it's like an NFL halftime show or some shit, bro. It comes in all too frequent and shit.
To me, the Hall of Fame now is just like giving the people that it's giving people that they want to give people to their flowers.
Yeah, they just make anybody in the fucking Hall of Fame.
Yeah, that they just do whatever they want. Oh, why would we put Dean Malenko in the Hall of Fame when we can put Brock Lesnar? You know,
why not put you know, the real women who paved the way for the women's division, but you know, we ain't gonna acknowledge them. We gonna acknowledge the Bella Twins.
They don't give a shit. Miss Jacqueline should have her own tournament, bro. Her own championship. Okay, her own battle royale.
Miss Texas.
There we go.
Underrated. I'll have you know that when she was under contract to the WWE, she was one of the best wrestlers they had.
Yeah,
on TV. She was doing her cruiserweight stuff from before that, and they didn't give her flowers. You know what I'm saying?
No.
They just normalized that. Oh, well, Miss Jackie is not like really a top star because the WWE never really pushed her, so that means she's garbage. No, that's not.
No, that's not what that means, bro.
You can't think like that. You can't be that brainwashed, and that's stupid. You have to understand and learn and know who was talented. All right. Somebody like a Dean Malenko and Ultimo Dragon should have been world heavyweight champion. They should have. We just didn't get there because of people like Vince McMahon. Great Muta, who Conscience been training with in the dojo. I'm sorry if I wasn't supposed to say that, Conscience, but Conscience been training with Great Muta, getting ready for Chemical Warfare. He should have been WWE champion in the 90s or 2000s. You know what I mean? And should have had a healthier run, a good opportunity to work with someone talented instead of the bullshit they want to put on TV. I just saw earlier something that got me hot that I don't even think I knew about it. They did Triple H versus Gilbert in like 99 on SmackDown for the WWF title. And I'm like, that's crazy. Just to make fun of Goldberg and just to make fun of Stone Cold, you know. And it's just little ridiculous shit like that they could have capitalized on so many things, but they wanted you to believe that guys like S.A. Rios and people like that couldn't be champion. They weren't good enough to make it.
Yeah.
The light heavyweight championship was underrated. Like a
No,
lot of
it
the
was. It was.
Yo,
Then it disappeared in existence. Like it faded
yeah,
away.
yo, that would have been a dope match though. I would have liked to see S.A. Rio versus Juventud Guerrero.
Hey, here go Dan. Here go Dan sending shots to Mark like always. Told that man, hey, she kicked Chavo Girl's ass like Ember did to you, Mark.
all right,
Even
Mark.
even Chavo Guerrero Jr. should be in the Hall of Fame.
Yes.
You
Yeah.
know, I'll tell you another chick who ain't made it the Hall of Fame, and she been in the business for. She been in WWF or WWE or worthless working environment forever.
I agree with Mark. Muta should have been WCW champion.
Terry Reynolds or whatever her name.
Yeah, Terry
She
Rollins.
been to be married to Goldust.
Terry Reynolds had a good run with shows with Goldust. He should have gotten
Yeah.
more recognition for
Yeah,
Goldust
is
as well.
is she in the Hall of Fame? Nah.
No, she's not even fucking mentioned.
They wanted to push Goldust for a while, like as a gay character, and then just buried the shit out of him. But Goldust had all the potential to be really, really great and be a big top star.
I
You know what I
loved
mean?
I loved him. I loved him in Booker T. Title. I always
If you
thought that was a funny ass duo to me. A
if
great
you
duo to me.
yeah, a lot of people remember Booker T for or should I say Goldust for Booker T and stuff like that. But if you want to see the best of Goldust, watch him work Bret Hart. Watch
No,
him
I
work
saw
some
that
of
match
these good
before.
wrestlers.
I looked at the tapes before.
Watch him work Undertaker, man. He was amazing back in the day as a good
Yeah.
worker. Watch him work Stone Cold. He's had good stuff, but not on
I
TV.
remember
Though.
when he had
Not
that
on TV.
fucking that damn long ass hair on. I'm like, good lord, bro.
Yeah.
This man with this long hair.
On
I
TV, they would.
I give
Yeah.
you another. The match he had with Piper.
Yeah, that was
Oh
good at
yeah,
WrestleMania.
I saw that. I saw that video.
That was
That,
very good.
I think that was way before my little time, before I was born.
But if
yeah,
you saw it, you saw it. I mean, here's my thing about that, man. If you're a wrestling fan, it doesn't matter what area you're from.
Yeah.
It matters. It matters how you educate your brain when it comes to wrestling. You know what I'm
Yep.
saying? Don't let TKO tell you who's
No,
good. Don't
because
let
you
TKO.
like you saying I'm not from this era of wrestling. You know, I'm from back in the day. I
Yeah,
played No Mercy. I
yeah.
played the Nintendo 64 wrestling games.
And even then, I'm just saying it don't
Yeah,
even matter
like
what area you're from.
like
Even if
even
you're from
then
this era.
I was so big into wrestling, I will watch the old matches. I was like, damn, I need my research on Goldust. I didn't know this was that, and I
When
enjoyed it.
when I was coming up, that's how I would do it. I watched the old stuff even during my era, just to learn. Like, okay, like Bruno San Martino's not my era. That's not my time. You know what I'm saying? I'm Steve
Yeah.
Austin and I'm WCW, but you know what?
Yeah.
I'm curious because what was going on in the 60s? What was
Yeah.
going on in the 70s? You know, and then you watch Killer Kowalski, Bruno San Martino. I mean, these guys were badass. Killer Kowalski lost an ear in a match.
Oh, for real?
Bruno San Martino picked up a guy that was like 600 pounds and slammed him. You know what I mean? So there was a lot of badasses. Superstar Billy Graham was another one that he was the original Hulk Hogan before Hulk Hogan. You know,
Yeah.
Mania, Hulkamania. So it is important to do your research and learn and understand as much as you can because there's a lot of really cool, talented people that deserve their credit. Ivan
And
Putski, Nikita Koloff, you know what I mean? Ivan Koloff, like a lot of really talented legends. And the 80s was fun. You know what
Paul-
I mean? 80s wrestlers was fun. The gimmicks was real
Paul-
fun.
Mr. Wonderful.
I met
Yup.
him in real life. He was great to me when we met in real life. He was really
Mr.
nice.
Wonderful was just as much of a bigger star as Hogan was. He was like the words of somebody who said on they talked about last night.
Back when they
On
made Power Slams fucking devastating.
yep,
But
Yeah, go ahead. My bad.
the problem
yeah.
with some of that shit content is that Mr. Wonderful could have been a really strong world champion. It's just Vince McMahon was never about the culture. That's why he didn't give a fuck about ECW and WCW. Vince McMahon was about the money and just who's hot. Steve
Yeah.
Austin was hot. Hulk Hogan was hot. The Rock was hot, you know, and then people he wanted to get over. Triple H was never anybody. Triple H was married into his shit. And I don't want to get started on that bozo, but he married into his shit, and then Vince wanted
Nah,
to
don't
compete.
get started, man. 'Cause we
Man.
gonna be here. We gonna be here all night.
Oh, we got time. You know what I'm saying? We got time. We still in the air, but I'm just saying, you know, so that's the reason why Orndorff didn't get his time in the sun like he should have with the belt. Like a lot of
Nah,
people, you know.
And to go back to what we were talking about Goldust. Remember he left WWE and then they had him wearing a white mask and he did like a promo and he was pissed off and they changed his name to Seven.
Yeah, he was walking around with white face paint and he was 7 in WCW. He hated it.
oh
And then
yeah, I remember that. I remember seeing that.
he went to the Dustin Rhodes thing before going to TNA and becoming Black Rain. He was Black Rain TNA.
So,
I ain't gonna lie to you. You know, I thought the Gold Dust gimmick was like a parody of what's that man name? Fuck. He played for the Bulls. I forgot his name. Damn, and I know his name.
Dennis
you talking about
Rodman,
Dennis Rodman. Yes,
the
my
worm.
boy Rodman.
Rodzilla.
Killer
I was
Rod
rocking,
for sure.
I was rocking with him when me and Kills was on Genesis playing NBA Jam. He was one of my guys. Dennis
No,
Rodman.
I fuck with Dennis for sure. Rodman is one of the greats.
I
Like,
still give him respect. I hate people that want to try to judge people because they did drugs in the past and shit. Like you're perfect. Like, come on, man. Like
when
that's
people say who's on defense like that, they have to put Rodman in the talk because Rodman was crazy work on defense. He may not have the top score in the world and shit, like in the league and shit like that, but that boy can play. That boy that boy know how to do his defense for real.
Yeah, and plus he was with a
And
killer.
he wasn't Shaq size, no shit like that. He knew what he had to do.
Plus he was with a killer team at that time. You got Jordan Pippen.
You got Pippen.
Scottie Pippen.
You got
Yeah, I said Jordan Pippen. You had him. Like, come on, bro. And then he can wrestle a little bit.
Hey, no. When I saw Rodman in the ring, I'm like, what the fuck is this?
I thought it was great. I liked it. I was just watching.
I was laughing. I enjoyed it though.
I tell you this.
Especially at the WCW show we did.
Yeah. I tell you this, he would give him Karl Malone the business though.
No, I'm like, damn, he whooping Carl's ass.
Yeah. For sure.
Karl Malone came out.
They should have released a Dennis Rodman action figure.
They should have put him in the game.
I'm probably gonna
No,
get
for
one.
real.
I'm getting ready to start collecting a lot of the Lucha action figures I be putting in the chat, man. That shit interests me. So I might give me a Dennis Rodman action figure. That might be cool.
Let me know where you get yours from so I can fucking order mine.
The problem I got, I can't be on like no kills. It's important to keep them in the box, but I might take mine out the box to be honest, dog. You know what I mean?
I ain't gonna like, yeah. I would like. I'm not giving away. I'm not selling to nobody else. I'm damn near. It's gonna be passed down if I have a little kid or some shit.
Yeah, as it should. Like a lot of my action figures I tried to pass down to my nephews. You know?
Yeah,
but it was hard to see because they broke a lot of them, broke their arms and legs off or something. Like, yo, I gave y'all my shit for this. Come on now.
What's
I
up?
remember I gave my wrestling figures to my next door neighbor because I used to babysit him. And it
Yeah.
was like, I guess I got to that point in life. I'm like, I'm getting older. Or some shit is the nostalgia, but the memories never faded. You know.
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, and that is always going to be special. Those are memories that you want to carry over. A child's
That's
life is very important, man.
that's
Yeah,
it.
That
he takes care of him, and he likes him. You know. I
yeah.
gave
Yeah.
him my ring and everything. I didn't give him my belts though. Them I fought hard for those belts.
I still got my smoking skull belt.
I
Still
still
got
got my IC title. I've been the Intercontinental champion for the longest.
right. Hey,
But
let me take the quick liberty to give a quick shout out to Dan Rapture, who wish us a happy 4 years Impact. Thank you for the love, Dan Rapture. Shout out to you. Keep doing the good work. And also to the owner of PWA, Mr. Jason King, Alex King, whatever he wants to call himself. Thank you for stopping by, showing love. Much
that man be
respect to
fighting with
you.
multiple identities.
Well, we know a guy like that,
Oh
you
yeah, we
know.
definitely know a guy like that.
Yep.
But unlike that guy, King have real rivalries. That other man have a rivalry with himself.
Damn,
Oh,
I
hold
was
on. Big shout out to the hardcore champion, Colin. Happy anniversary, Kev, he says.
thank you very much for that, Colin. And I didn't even realize that I was doing Three Amigos even back in the day. That's crazy. That just blew my mind.
No, for real, for real. When I see that, when I saw that, I'm like, man, I really had that in my fucking repertoire. That's
Yeah.
how big I was with Eddie.
I mean, the impact that man made, that shit is eternal. You know,
Yes,
Yeah.
I could never hated Eddie at all. As much I would hate Triple H. Eddie was not hateable like Triple H.
right.
Nah, and Eddie looked out for the boys.
Yes,
He looked out for the dudes. He used to make jokes and just like Owen did. Owen Hart. Owen Hart used to make them laugh while they in doing matches.
Yeah.
yes, exactly. Like Eddie would make you break character.
Yeah.
And he just doesn't. I still believe he just doesn't get that much recognition as he should. Owen, they would never like. They would never. They want to put Owen Hart in the game. People been asking about it, but it's like I think it's the wife situation or some shit like that that Mark was telling me
That's
Yeah.
all it is.
on
It's
chat.
Martha. I love that pinfall.
Yeah,
It's
Yeah.
Martha, man. It's Martha. When Martha's not around no more, we'll get Owen. It's just gonna take a little bit. For me, I mean, I don't give a shit. There's a lot of people that it goes to the entitlement shit. Listen, man, you have something called community creation on the 2K game. Just download the motherfucker. You know what I mean?
mm-hmm.
Bret Hart's theme song is in the game. You just download them and you got Owen Hart. I'm putting Owen Hart on my game when I start on 26. Oh my.
Yeah. Like
Yeah, that was a
like
real good
I
match.
enjoyed that shit. Like
That
I
was a damn good
enjoyed
match in the
that.
background. I enjoyed my own match.
For real, the match in the background throwing me off.
Some of my bitch.
Goddamn you, Jay.
Yo,
You bring it back to me. You bring it back too many memories.
I'm gonna bring it back.
I plugged up my PS2 just to play Shut Your Mouth last night.
I'm gonna bring it back to you right now. Conscience,
What's up?
based off of the time that you had the opportunity to evaluate, analyze, and preview Damian Taylor, the wrestler, in JTV. What do you think of his progress in JTV thus far? What do you think? Since we got him here,
Uh,
I mean, he went in the BKS. He beat the shit out of some pedophile enabler and all kinds of stuff. He's been doing a lot lately. Well, what are your thoughts, especially since he's with Armando Estrada? What do you think of this guy?
Well, one, I'll say this. He got a good dude right beside him. If he got a model Estrada with him,
Yeah.
then he in good hands.
Armando Alejandro Estrada for sure.
Yeah, he in good hands. Because we all know the history records about that man
Right.
and who he managed.
Of course.
Now, if he was still living, then I bet you he would have destroyed Brock.
No, seriously. He would destroy Brock.
Umaga would have killed Brock.
It would have been
Omanga
good.
was my favorite. Like I enjoyed his matches. I didn't know
Boy.
who to root for at times.
Who are ready to catch these hands? UFC third eye.
Hey, for the record, Jason, you've already made a horrible decision going into BKS. Don't make another horrible decision in life by calling out conscience.
Yeah,
Is
don't.
that the Jason I know? His last name Rowe.
Yeah, this is Alex
Uh,
King.
oh yeah. I be forgetting. Folks be having a lot of names. You know.
Yeah, that's Alex King. He was at Mega Rush and he joined you guys in BKS, and then you guys beat him up and threw him out because he cost Shendon the match.
Uh, shit, that's life. You know.
Oh, we got the franchise player, another Chris Third Eye hater right here in the comments. Happy anniversary. Yeah, thanks, franchise. We appreciate it. To you and direct deposit. Thanks for the love, player.
As I like to call him, Johnny Francois.
Yes, sir. That was a nice hook. By the way. Nice bridge.
Yeah, Johnny franchise. I'm still for to get my hands on you, brother. I'm just letting you know.
It ain't over.
Yeah.
Constance is like playing on his Game Boy Color. He's finishing his story with Will Smith. And then once he's done with that, he's going to pop in his next game, and it's going to be a wrap. Speaking of the next game, we have another special guest in the studio momentarily about to join us. They're working on their audio right now, but we're anticipating another special guest to stop by for the 4-year anniversary. Oh, wait a minute. We got some comments. Draskell says, is Alex the dude who was mad with his arms crossed when Mark was talking about being beat by Amber? I'm not sure.
Nah. That ain't that's not Alex. That's some Iron Misfit bitch ass dude.
Oh, okay. Well, damn. How about it, concert? We instigating drama right here. East versus West. We got the Iron Misfits and BKS. They taking shots at each other.
So I tell you what, we need to get April O'Neil or Lois Lane in the building so they can give us the correct dial tone of this situation. Cause this is juicy.
Hey, listen. BKS the greatest faction of all time. Okay.
Okay, calm down.
Well, we step to the plate to anybody. Especially me and Skinner.
Skinner, he been showing out, and I ain't gonna front. He been killing.
Yeah, for real. We like shit. We don't be playing, man. I still can't wait till that hardcore match with him and Colin. I believe that's gonna be a great match.
Oh, and that match is sponsored by chicken strip dip cheese sandwich.
Don't start getting us hungry now. That's the last thing we got to go
Nah,
into.
for real, dude. Like, what's up with you?
Franchise replied to what you said. He said, "You're gonna put your hands on me? Oh, please, your hands are too small to box with God." Oh shit! I didn't know G Wiz was in the comments. What up, Jesus? What do you got to say about that, Conscious?
Oh,
Shots
please,
from
your hand. Hey, yeah,
Franchise.
hey, franchise. I mean, go ahead, conscious. Go ahead, talk your shit to him.
Yeah, he said my hands are too short to box with God. Okay. Let's see here. So you get a whole identity. You look like you just came from the circus with that stupid ass hat on your head.
Mm-mm.
Them long ass sideburns. And you talking about step right up, step right up.
Listen, man, he get his
Mm-mm.
fashion advice from VIP. You can't blame him for that.
Mm.
Look. Johnny, that man still calling his feelings ever since he lost a title. He been walking around wearing a pink thong underneath his black drawers or whatnot. Un-
Mm-mm.
and he been mad ever since. So he's like, dang man, I gotta take out anger, aggression on
Oh, so this the same? Yeah, that's the same dude. Passed me some paper towels in the bathroom at Mega Rush.
yeah.
Mm.
And it,
That's crazy work. You the bathroom attendant. Damn.
it, the only thing I got to say to Johnny Francois is, oh my dick.
Mm-mm. Speaking of holding another man's junk, here is the JTV World Heavyweight Champion and the leader of BKS, second to me, Shandon. Welcome to the show.
Tell me, holding a man's junk is crazy work. I thought that was Dallas.
Well, hello there, Impact. What a way to introduce your greatest champion. Is this how you do things? First things
Sometimes, you know.
first of all,
You sound,
congratulations on the first year anniversary. And yes, that comes from my heart. You know, maybe those are the last episode before when we take over. Maybe we're gonna have BKS City. You know, never know. First episode, and you might be the first guest if you want me to spoil that. You never know.
BKS City. That
Oh yeah,
sounds like some TKO bullshit. That's terrible.
that's your
That do
opinion.
sound like some bullshit. I
That
gotta come. I come up with a
li-
better name with that.
listen, man. Don't even side with them. Listen.
I'm just
Second of
saying that
all,
do sound like some bullshit
so
name.
anyway, second of all, you know, I don't
Are,
want
are
to come
you
here as a, what
are
the
you
heck,
at least
man?
enjoying my wrestling matches in the background?
Well, honestly, I do. I like to see old school stuff. That's what I like about JTV that has history records from many years back, and this is a masterpiece there. Yes, absolutely. I'm not hating, you know,
For sure.
but
I mean, whether people like you or hate you, me and Conscious have given you your flowers many times on commentary for the longest time. Everybody knows you're the GOAT. And then also, you know, even though you make bad decisions, I mean, you appreciate professional wrestling and it is your life and your passion and your love. Along with Amber Rocks. Wink, wink. But you know,
no, ab-
Mm-mm.
absolutely. We all do stupid mistakes, same as
he
yours.
said
You know,
absolutely,
just
yo.
going after BKS and all of that, but it's fine. We all make mistakes, but giving flowers back to you of all the things that you've done in this community, because I don't see anything can match JTV when it comes to PvP wise. You know, there's a lot of great shows, but it's difficult to match up with what we got. And all respect to all the shows out there that show their passion, that their
Ugh,
target is to mainly focus on the positives, you know, not the
man,
negatives.
you can't never be fucking mean, bro. Your ass too much of a bitch sometimes. You can't be always nice, bro.
No, you
No,
can't.
you
Speaking
can't.
of speaking of being nice, real quick, since I got you guys on here, Shandon, do you want to talk about Jason King and attacking him and Mega Rush and taking him out for no reason. Was it necessary?
No reason. You always assume, man. Well,
You got a
there's
lot
a
of
huge
faith.
reason why. This man was given an opportunity for the biggest thing of his entire career, and then he flopped. The first event that not many BKS folks do have is teaming up with Your Majesty at the main event for a huge match, and this man just flopped. I was the one who trying to freaking save his ass not to get freaking pinned or even tapped out, but unfortunately they knew the plan, Dan and Colin, and they freaking pushed me back to get him. So we don't really want weak links, you know. Weaklings also, like VIP, one of the recent guys, also got kicked out, and other individuals, including you also. So yeah, there is a reason, a proper reason on why he not here anymore. I mean, if you
That's the
got proper
position we put
movement,
Lowrider in at the Ultimate Showdown match.
I mean, if he doesn't like it, let him do something about it. He's gonna get his career erased, you know. Throw his ass in the dumpster. That's where he belongs. That's my opinion.
Right.
I mean, if he got something to say, he can get his ass over here and say that.
I mean, by
Unless
all
if
means,
you-
King, if you want to jump in here and you want to say
Show
something to
some
Sugar
balls.
directly, come
This
on
is
down.
this is open field right here. You know, anybody can join.
For sure. But
He
we do
said this
have
a
something.
glory hole, boy.
Mm.
We do got this right here. I guess this question is for everybody here, including me. If you could fight anybody from WCW or ECW in their prime, who would it be? I think we should go in order. Conscience, if you get in that ring with anybody from WCW, ECW that you didn't get to work, who do you meet?
Raven.
Holy shit. We got to try that for a Retro Slam. We got the power. I would like to see it.
I always liked it Raven, all because, well, I like say for example, like you know how you got comic book characters and you got the
Right.
ones that like you know the Boy Scout or whatever.
Right.
I like the dark characters who still fight for justice, but they got much darker stories.
Right.
The anti-hero, basically.
Yeah, I like my favorite. If I had to pick between Superman and Batman, I'm picking Batman because he's a dark hero.
Right.
Yeah.
Same here. That's my guy.
Superman's a fucking simp. Like, you know. Like
I mean,
somebody I know.
all love and respect to the iconic Superman for me. You know what I mean? I
Yeah.
love Clark. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I love Clark. But it's just for me, speaking for myself, and maybe me and Conscience are the same. The mystique of Batman is in allure for me. The Batmobile, the dark colors, the nighttime, the rain, the outfit. It changed my life. That's my
Yeah,
guy.
no, for real.
The Bat
And his
Cave,
art goes in so many different ways.
yeah.
Right.
And then he uses gadgets. At one point in time, he started using a gun.
Right.
And if you check it out on, I guess you got Netflix or whatever,
Yeah.
that new Batman show, the Batman, the Cape Crusader,
Cape Crusader. Yeah,
Yeah.
I've seen some.
that get much darker. I
It
mean,
does.
then you got Oswald Cobblepot as a woman. They
Texas
got
Blue.
yeah.
Oh, bro.
That's-
While we talking.
Speaking of Texas Cloverleaf, Lance Storm versus Steve Blackman.
Oh man, but before we go into that, because you just gonna go nuts now before we start talking about Retro Slam, and we should talk about Retro Slam in a bit because we're actually working on bookings right now. I think we could
Yeah.
talk about public. I think it'd be fine, Conscious. I don't think it's a big deal. We talk about it publicly, what matches we might want to see for those episodes, and revealing something important. But before we do, I want to go to Damien and I want to go to different people are popping up here today, so I'm trying to keep up with everybody. I'm assuming that Mr. Amazing just popped up. Amazing. I'm not sure who this is, but thanks for the love. Thanks for the love, whoever you are. Going back to this question though, I want to. Oh, I'm putting that sharpshooter on Brett. This is where I got my sharpshooter from this man right here, working with him. I've been enjoying watching a lot of these matches back, but going to Damien before I go to the world champ. Damien, you get the opportunity to lock up with somebody from
ECW.
WCW, ECW in their prime. Who and why?
I want to say Sabu for me.
Oh man, y'all picking some good picks. Y'all picking some good picks.
He was very underrated in my opinion. I always liked his work, and
Yeah,
I always liked his style. You know,
Yeah.
I feel like I could learn. That's like how I learned my hardcoreness from people like Sabu.
so underrated and
Yeah.
talented, man, and his uncle too, the original Sheik.
Yep.
Man, oh man, I love this backslide. Shandini.
I want to press on with the WCW thing. Hold on, before you
Hold on. He's not done yet.
People might I might get flagged, but I don't give a fuck. Fuck them people.
Say
But
whatever you want.
I think I
You
would
grown
want to
man.
work with Chris Benoit in WCW though, and Eddie.
Yeah, that's fine. I was just showing my matches with Benoit here. You know, nothing wrong
Yeah,
with that.
like yeah, because Chris did put you in that lock. I'm like, good luck.
For anybody that gets offended by him saying that, understand it from the wrestling perspective, okay? Pro wrestling perspective is where we're coming from. You know what I mean? I think you and Benoit would have worked good. In terms of both characters, it would have been a good mechanical match. For sure.
Yes.
And for my WCW pick, I'm gonna have to go with because my ECW pick was Raven. My WCW pick would have to be toe for toe, move for move, hole for the man of 1,000 holes. Dean, the Iceman, Dean Malenko.
Nice pick. Another
I
underrated
can
character.
appreciate that. Yeah.
I think my favorite Dean Malenko match was a send off with. I mean, he had that one with Ray, which was good, but I like the one he did with Eddie and ECW when they was. I think that stood out. But going to Shandini now. Same question to you, man. And since both these two guys answered for both WCW and ECW, assuming you can hear me. I'll give you the opportunity. If you work with someone, and I think I can guess his WCW, but we'll see. If you get to work someone in their prime, Shandon, right now, JTV, WCW and ECW, who is it from each brand and why?
ECW, there's two choices. I'm not sure which one. It's kind of difficult. There's a lot of great wrestlers.
You're fighting it. You're fighting
both
the
of
option.
Yes, it's tough. It's amazing talents, legends.
Yeah.
But this was between Sabu and Rob Van Dam. Between those two choices, I feel like it would be an explosive feud.
Nice.
Either of them. You know, I'm not sure which one to pick out of them because I've seen a lot of videos in it, you know, and they're amazing in the ring. They're very creative. Maybe I lean towards to Rob Van Dam because how complex his moves are. Maybe I think that those two characters, whether it's the character Shandon and him, can really quite possibly have a good match. I see it in the future.
Right.
Even Sabu, like we could take it extreme,
Yes.
and I feel like it's going to be very nice. WCW. I'm also hesitant because even more legends there. I would say you probably assume what I'm about to say will probably be
I'll
Hollywood
tell you.
Hogan.
Yeah, I was thinking him and somebody else. Just because it
And
makes sense, because it's a perfect match, you know.
yeah,
Go
you
ahead.
you also got freaking Goldberg back in his days. You
Yep.
know, that's another great one. Maybe if I want to say, I won't put another name because it's hard to choose one. I would say also Sting. You
Yeah.
know, and
Mm.
I will keep it at these choices.
I mean, you kind of got to work with him in WCW a little bit.
Yeah, just a little. Yeah,
Just a little bit,
amazing,
not a lot.
amazing look. Yes, a big fan of it.
Al-
What?
Also,
Yeah, go ahead. Let me let you finish.
okay. Also, I would like to point out that Shin Shindy or
Shindy.
Shindu uh
Damn.
did a little work. He did a little underground work too. And Def Jam
Mm.
Fight for New York.
Oh man.
His Def Jam pay-per-view.
I mean, the one I saw is more than a pay-per-view. He had like matches on top of matches.
Yeah, a lot of a stacked roster, vignettes, and he got big ratings for the show.
Yeah, and actually got I actually got a chance to see that clip of him, and
See that? Getting your flowers too, Shendon. You
I
see that?
appreciate it.
For
Obviously,
Ragnarok,
yeah.
was it?
yeah. To go Ragnarok first JTV 19 pay-per-view it was, and folks don't tell the time like they said like what could be another one potentially. Maybe in the future, there's a lot of shows be focused on whether 19 by itself or the Mega Rush section and some special shows. It's kind of difficult to track all of them because now us, especially Jay, because he's obviously a lot of things that Maverick said I agree with, and I would repeat the same thing that he said, that you've been working a lot in the background more than anybody, and obviously you cannot really do it alone. It's difficult. There got to be teamwork. People got to be involved to show support. It's more work than like comparing the past and now. There's more work to it when it comes to scenes, when it comes to storytelling, when it comes to characters, when it comes to trying to put everything together. Especially now we are using those new programs, AIs and stuff. We're trying to have a lot of fun with it, and we're trying to make sure at least the results are good. We at least be satisfied with it, and so the folks could have fun also. I got like Skin Man talking about Ragnarok could return back and talk about it, and maybe I said maybe in the potentially in the future. I part of me, if I want to do another pay-per-view for 19, I kind of want to do something different. Also old school. I'm not going to hint what it is. Impact and I already talked about it, and I would probably do something else before I get back to Ragnarok if that ever happened. But maybe I could potentially do in the future if I feel like it's time, or whenever Impact that feels it's time for us to do a pay-per-view for that brand. Then maybe put a vote whether people want Ragnarok to come back or maybe they want to see something else that is new. And obviously, if Ragnarok comes back, it's gonna be more what's the word? I guess more compelling, more shots, because I wanted to do more things in Ragnarok, the old one, where you guys obviously the ones that plays Div Jam, the blazing moves. When your character rage and then he's on rage mode, on blazing mode.
You
Yes.
didn't explain to that.
Yes, and I wanted to do something like for special for the winners for each one of them. Like if they win, notice conscious as you watched it recently, every time a person wins, they talk shit like Div Jam,
Yeah.
And before they talk, I wanted them to do like a special blazing move, like them doing it with that wham 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 shit, and then playing the background with that music and shit, and with the green effects and flashes. I wanted to do all that, but unfortunately, we got to finish the show. It was so much at that time. I was dealing with school. That was so many years ago, like 5 or 6 years ago, so long ago. And I want to do more stuff. So maybe in the future, if that ever comes back, I'm definitely gonna work with that. I'm pretty sure Jay helped me a lot with that show. I'm not gonna say
Hey, I
Yeah,
don't mean to interrupt you, but everybody wants you to beat Dan's ass for talking to your girl that night.
Hey, before we get back to that and some retro slam with me and Conscience, we just want to take this opportunity real quick to send a shout out to ONW. Me and Iceman did talk. Me and a couple of the owners been talking. I've been meeting a lot of people and being very positive for JTV. It's been an exciting time. A lot of people showing us love from left to right, and we appreciate it. So big shout out to you guys, ONW, stopping by, showing love. And we have something that we are working on that it is finalized, but I'm not going to talk about it just yet. You know what I mean? There's still things going on behind the scenes that I can't talk about just yet, but there's a lot of positive things, and there's a lot of love being shown. We appreciate it. How do you guys feel about all these companies and all these people coming to JTV, people working with such a controlling and negative JTV? How do you guys feel about it?
I think it's excellent, as long as all the owners that want to work together, they have an open-minded, that respect each other's rules, and just show support. That's the whole point of the partnerships. Meeting new talents, the talents over there that are not over here, meeting them, show support, and just, I guess, you make a huge impact in call community and set an example. I mean, multiple times there some collaboration with other events, or shows, did not end up well because the owners don't have the mentality of teamwork, or they don't even have that perk, or what's the word? I would say a perk, which is leadership. They don't know how to lead their crew, their folks.
Good business sense.
Yeah. If you don't know how to lead folks, then you're not going to be able to be a good team worker. And in order to be a leader, not a boss, a leader, you lead the folks, you listen to your folks, you work with them, not to just freaking do whatever you want. Like you bring this up multiple times. Like when you come up with stories, you cannot do things on your head. Only whatever ideas comes up in your head. Whatever you want to do with Marcus, whatever you want to do with BKS, you gotta also be open-minded to listen to them. Like, yo, I got these ideas. What you guys think? Just feedback, comeback, talk, communicating. That is important. And it goes the same thing when you collaborate with shows. I feel like it's very important to communicate.
I agree.
Very important.
I say this.
I just got screwed by Ric Flair, that son of a bitch. That was a good match. Go ahead, Conscience. What do you got?
Yeah, I got that. I want to give a shout out to TNA,
Titan Nation Alliance.
Yeah, I want to give a shout out to them, and a shout out to Mikey True.
Yeah, we need to get him on here real soon.
Yeah, and I'm with Shimden. We do got something in common on this. I like that everybody coming with positive energy, and it's not no yelling back and forth, or nobody ain't getting overworked, and you got to tell the person 3 times to slow down, and they just fry their brain, and then look at everybody else like it's their fault. And then when the shit don't happen as they want it to, then they start feeling like, I don't know what to do, and nobody do it.
Down.
It's like you was you was louder than an earthquake 5 minutes ago. Now the second you quiet as quiet you quiet as FM radio.
He says silence by nobody comes on.
Yeah. We hear crickets. Don't I'm glad nobody ain't acting like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad that real people listen to each other, try to figure out, okay, I want it this way. I think I want to do this and this. Okay, let's talk about it. See y'all. They come together, they work out the plan, and they become together and become the shit.
Right.
The shit is crazy work, but yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Like we ain't got
Like you saying, a lot of people don't know how to communicate.
yeah. And when you don't communicate, you can't you can't read nobody's mind and be like, you gotta use your voice. Just be respectable about it.
Yeah, exactly.
And
Don't
act
be
like a fucking adult, for crying out loud.
Yeah, and take responsibility, man. Be accountable and shit. Motherfuckers don't know how to do that.
yeah, and don't lie.
Exactly. What you lying
Please.
for?
Please don't lie. Please don't lie.
Cause that lying shit, that's even much worse.
And please don't use your mental illness as an excuse. Get that about the way.
For real.
Mm-hmm.
Amen.
Everybody got some mental shit going on. You're not the only one.
That don't make it an excuse for you to just go off on people and then come back 5 minutes later.
Hi guys, how you doing?
Yeah. Don't we ain't doing that no more. That game is out. It's sold out.
It motherfuckers be coming back like so conscious. How's your day been going so far? Like you just didn't get cussed out or some bullshit like that. Like you didn't cuss that man out or something.
Yeah, like you gonna cuss me out like 5 minutes and then come back. So what's going on? Like, nah, you
Me want me beat your ass. That's what's going on.
yeah, I tell you what's gonna go on. You better get a super ugly kid and you better get pink papers.
Super
ugly.
For real.
On VHS tape, super ugly.
Mm-hmm.
Enjoying the classics, Shandini?
Absolutely. I do have a question with the video when Conscience is done.
Yeah. I'll answer once Conscience is done. I'll answer.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, that was a nice leg drop.
Is that who's the other one with the oh, that's you?
Yeah, that's me versus Kerry Von Erich. There was the same as the Seal family. There was a very famous family called the Fritz Von Erich family, and it was like 5 brothers. They died in like a airplane accident, and this guy right here, he had a really good move. It was like a tornado punch, and he was a very good wrestler. And all of them were good wrestlers. And even the father, you know. So I want to work with him for sure in Legends of Wrestling, and you know, you see, I learn from everybody that I can. Him, Bret Hart, Stone Cold, everybody, you know. And I say you got to learn from as many people as you can. People can learn from people in JTV. You know, I just want to keep positive people around that people can learn from. I don't want to make somebody a legend for 10 years and then they turn out to be a pedophile or fake or greedy or whatever, you know. So I'm trying to avoid all that. But you know, a lot of these matches mean a lot to me, and you know, I'm very happy to share with everybody and just to talk.
I've seen
I
some of
knew.
these clips in the
Look,
past.
I,
Oh,
Yeah.
I,
go ahead, Congress.
I knew. Yeah, all I was about to say. I knew that dude looked familiar.
Yeah. He definitely knows the Von Erich family. Conscience definitely knows the Von Erich family for sure.
Yeah, and yeah, and may they family rest in peace.
Yeah,
Because
absolutely.
all of them died tragic. Well, not
Yeah,
all of them. It's just
just most. Yeah, just most.
yeah. It just like one brother left, and he had two sons, and now
Yeah,
his two sons are wrestling, and the last original uh Von Erich, he live in Hawaii now,
yeah.
and he's retired, but he's
Still alive,
if,
still a legend.
yeah. If you would have looked at that man and said, "Yo, I feel so," that man went through the most hardship of all, losing his family one by one.
Yeah. And everybody in here knows what it is to lose a family member, a loved one. Everybody here knows it.
Yep.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. That shit is hard. That shit is hard on the system.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Mm.
You know what the American trunks remind me of?
Oh,
They rem-
yeah. I had the American gimmick. What does it
yeah,
remind you of?
American gladiators.
Oh, yeah. I didn't even think about that. That's a very good point.
Da-da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da.
Yo, Shen, did you get your question answered?
I haven't yet asked.
Okay.
I was saying that I've seen some of these videos in the past when I was working on that. Was it? I don't remember. It was some video that it has something to do with you and I Road to Vendetta working.
Yeah.
I think it's either that, I don't know, another video, I don't remember, but it's something that I either way I had to go back and to look some old footage
Yeah.
of Kevin Holman Jr. You know, and I've seen some clips. I liked a lot. I liked the history. I liked the past, and I did not see a name that says Kevin Impact, not
Okay.
Impact. What's the
Right.
story with that? Was that before? Was that like what's this transition? It was.
Yeah. Kevin Impact came around in like 2005, from what I remember. And
Yeah.
if I'm breaking kayfabe, I mean, I was in high school and I was fascinated with the end of the world. I just thought it was a topic that was interesting. I've always was fascinated with time itself. I was fascinated with time travel. I was fascinated with, things of that nature, catastrophes. So it just popped in my head one day, Kevin Impact. I told Kills about it, and then I started putting that on my guy, and I started going as Kevin Impact. And at first I wasn't sure about it because you guys know how I am. I'm very picky. So I'm like, oh, Kevin Impact, that sounds, I don't know, but I'm like, one thing I learned about wrestling is that certain names you have to stick with some of them sometimes and get them over, which I talked to Johnny Franchise, respectfully, I'm the one that came up with Johnny Franchise's look. And of course, it was goofy at first, you know what I mean? But I had explained to him that, if you get it over, it works. In my opinion, franchise needed like an outlandish type of look to him. I wanted to do something crazy, and I just thought, if he had the hat and the glasses and everything, if he looked kind of wacky and crazy, I mean, it might work. I feel, in my opinion, it got him. So I think that, some wrestlers sometimes need a bit of an edge, so I try to give him the best advice that I can with that. And with the Kevin Impact thing, same as the Johnny Franchise, just something you try and it's stuck. direct deposit was another thing. You know what I mean? A lot of people. I helped a lot of people with a lot of things, and so Kevin Impact was something that I thought was a bad idea. But then as time went on, and me and Kills was doing tapes like this on weekends, just like this one that you're watching. We're doing TV tapings on tape, and we're with King Leo and people like that, Chris Saver and everything. And we're in the room doing the tape and doing the show. You get a lot of opportunity to train. You get a lot of opportunity to explore character and see what works with what reaction people might give you, your friends, so I Kevin Impact was something that worked. I stuck with it. I got it over, and I guess maybe it means something. You know what I mean? But I was Kevin Homie Jr. for a long time, starting out, taking after one of my favorite players, Ken Griffey Jr., back in the day, the baseball player. And I did had a few gimmicks. Once I was like the darkness, and like I had a dark persona for a small bit, maybe like 2 weeks, and Shut Your Mouth. And I didn't like it. I'm like, it's not for me. So I got rid of that. So I explored with him a lot. And the glasses came from Johnny Cage. I've explained that in the video. You know what I mean? So I just kept learning as much as I could. I got something, a little bit of this and a little bit of that from everybody. Kevin Impact was the ultimate winner. Once I found the Kevin Impact thing, it was like, that's it. That's what I was missing. The same way as Stone Cold needed to shave his head bald, and Bret the Hitman Hart needed pink and black, and Undertaker needed the dead man. I needed the Kevin Impact name, and then I needed to just be myself. I had the scar on my forehead. I toned my hair down to look more badass. You know what I mean? And I got the Kevin Impact thing, and I just kept wrestling hot. I somehow convinced people that I'm a great character, I guess. So
No.
that's really what it was. But the name Impact really is more about the impact that I've made, not just in the ring, but also out of the ring. And I think my impact has been much more out of the ring as a manager and everything else that I did as an owner. So I think I live up to the name. Yeah.
Yeah. I see the name of the Kevin Impact as an impact, as a more like a person or a talent that willing to not only make an impact, but also sends a message, willing to what's just in my head, it slipped. It's like motivate folks, to learn from of all the craft that you learned from in the past. It's like, we always talk about the salad, in each, ingredients from different vegetables, whatever, and then you make that salad called Kevin Impact. You know what I mean?
Right.
And people can have some of that, and then they can make their own version. Learn and learn. I see that's an impact is in a positive way. Sometimes alternative names can be good from the beginning. Like, for example, Shendon to me was in the past was like kind of ridiculous. It just something was brought up as when I was a young kid. Even the nickname King of Legends, I thought it was corny, but I was just went with it. Just why not? And then in time when you still use it, and you can create a meaning out of it.
Right.
What it stands for, depending on what you do. It can be a bad thing or a good thing, depending again how you do it. So I think that at the end with Johnny Francis, back to him, I think at first it looks basic and looks interesting at the same time, but then he put it over. Now Johnny to me is one of the best guys on the mic, and the guys I would definitely want to see more on TV. Because he made all that work and all of that. I thought folks gotta try. Even sometimes if you feel like it's kind of simple, if you feel something it might work, then go ahead and try. Same thing what Stanley said. Right? When his thing with Spider-Man story, like people turn it down because it's so silly. But now look at Spider-Man right now. One of the biggest freaking movies in Marvel, competing against Endgame, Spider-Man by itself.
I was told about that just the other day. I was amazed by that. And this is Tom Holland and Bernthal along with Banner and the girl from Stranger Things and the other girl that played Black Widow. This is just a small crew compared to Endgame. Think about that for a moment, folks. And they're competing. That's epic. But I want to say something real quick. I want to mention Gorilla Monsoon. Gorilla Monsoon was someone else who inspired me, not in a big way, but I do love the shit out of Gorilla Monsoon because Gorilla Monsoon, it was a wrestler in the 60s. He retired like in the 80s. And he's the one that gave Bret the Hitman Hart the Hitman. You know what I mean? So I take after people like him and Bobby Heenan when I'm in a manager role. And I give my best advice that I can to people. And I just thought that you were the one who inspired me with King of Legends, because it's like, you know, if you take time to understand it, it's very clear. King of Legends. You know what I'm saying? You're representing the kingdom, you know, King of Legends, because you're the representative of the entire island, you know, so to speak, the King of Legends. Everybody's a legend because at the end of the day, when everybody walks out, everybody's remembered as a legend. You're the King of Legends. It makes sense. You know what I mean? It's almost like when Bret got the Hitman. So I just thought that that was something that was cool, that made sense, that you could talk me about and you helped me learn about you. Yeah. You know, I might not like you very much. You know, I give you credit as the greatest of all time. You know what I mean? The greatest champion, and the record continues to grow. I keep losing count of how long I'm champion for each independent title. You know what I mean? So it's records that it's going to be hard to compete with. 2K26, people could try it. Whoever want to step up. So, including me, if I decide to get back in the ring, you know, which would be cool.
Bring it up. It would be amazing if you do it, you know, and we'll see what's this new shows coming out. Well, what's the story going to be told? What story is going to be revealed? A lot of different faces. I'm looking forward to work with new people trying to join up that seems very good looking when it comes to the character wise, and they seem pretty confident and excited to work that we talked about, and we'll see. I'm excited to see what this era has in store. So far, this era of chaos been chaotic and crazy, but this is only the beginning, the way I see it. I think after Chemical Warfare, whatever the outcome is, I think it's still gonna make a huge shift and change in JTV.
Oh, I think we both know what the outcome is gonna be. So time's up. BK has had a good run. You know, you guys made a hell of an impact. It's just time. You know what I mean? I started it, you finished it, and now I'm gonna finish this for you. You know.
Without chaos, the world would be pretty fucking boring. Not gonna lie to you.
For sure.
That's why you have to be careful waking the softness up, but you don't really seem to appreciate the impact. I mean, you did the same thing, and you didn't like it when people went after you. Now we doing the same thing. You don't like it. I think it's deserved for you to feel the taste that we used to feel. You know, you stabbed my back in the past. I give my revenge back. People don't like it when a karma happens.
I can't say
Corey and Maverick, all the same.
I can't say I don't appreciate the success that JTV has had because of BKS and your involvement in it. I'm not saying that. I've given you credit just like Constant and everybody else. What I am trying to say in short term, Shandon, JTV is not big enough for both sides. Somebody has to go. And the Chemical Warfare, somebody is going to go. It's going to be a real new era. But I want to turn back to conscience. So I want to let it be known, if I haven't already said this the last time I was on air, that the next episode of Retro Slam is going to be dedicated. It's going to be Power Rangers, Mike Morphin Power Rangers.
Nice.
The reason we're doing that, and we got VIP coming in for commentary with that, the reason we're doing it is because obviously we're getting ready, and I'm going to work with Shandon. I'm going to be professional about it and work with Conscience and the other team to produce this Power Ranger movie we're working on, Rebirth Part 2. So in order to promote that film, we're going to be doing this episode. And once we get Chemical Warfare done, we're going to be focusing on You know what I mean? So hopefully the process could be sped up. We could get it done. And hopefully before the year ends, we can have 2 films coming out. So that's what I can say about the next episode of Retro Slam. The following episode, though, after that is still up in the air. I just mentioned something about Steve Blackman versus Malenko.
Yeah, Steve Blackman versus Dean Malenko.
Okay, I think that I would like to nominate Steve Blackman versus Dean Malenko for that episode. Official match right here today, Conscious. Officially.
Cool.
We could put that on the match card. Dean Malenko versus Steve Blackman, the dream match that Conscience just made. We're gonna put that on there. But since we get the opportunity to explore in the comments and to all you guys here, what dream matches do you want to see on Retro Slam, since we have the opportunity to go back in time and make any match we want?
Damn. I'm gonna be a little selfish because I want my dream match with Benoit and Sabu.
Sabu and Chris Benoit.
Yes.
I really
want an ultimate submission match with the greatest technical wrestlers of all time.
Sabu and Chris Benoit?
No, not Sabu as technical. Like, I was just adding on to dream matches.
Because Sabu and Chris Benoit have gone at it in ECW. Sabu broke Chris Benoit's neck in ECW. But I'm assuming you're talking about dream match in terms of Retro Slam. We've never seen it on Retro Slam. You would like to see?
Yes, I want my match on Retro Slam. I want to face Chris Benoit and Sabu.
Oh shit! You want a 3-way?
Yes.
Well, damn. One of the things
no homo though.
One of the things we're going to try to implement going forward is having JTV talent on Retro Slam. I think that'd be great.
Yeah.
But with AI and stuff like that, I mean, anything is possible. We're looking to go crazy.
That's it.
But it's exciting. You know, I'm happy to work with all of you guys. Make sure nobody's backstage. Okay, it's just us. And make sure y'all smash that like button. Everybody tune in and subscribe if you haven't.
Subscribe, turn on the notifications so you will never miss another JTV episode.
Right.
I don't think this ever happened, this match right here. I would like to see in Retro Slam. It's either them they go against one another or team up. I think either way is going to be epic. Samurai Jack versus Afro Samurai. I think that would be epic.
Oh shit.
Yeah. They could team up.
I'm on commentary for that match.
And big shout out to whoever just subscribed to the channel. Much love.
That's a good match. I ain't gonna front.
Yeah, that would be a really good match.
Like maybe like having an episode of Retro Slam. Like I don't know if they allowed swords on Retro Slam or not. I don't remember. I guess a whole episode for just folks with samurai swords or weapons or you know.
Hey Shin.
What's up?
I'm gonna play Third Eye Advocate on this. Okay. Hear me out. Samurai Jack versus Afro Samurai versus the Batosai Kenshin Hamura.
Oh, chill out. I've seen some of the episode of that. Yeah, that's a good one too. I was thinking of him, but I don't know how to pronounce his name. So thank you for doing that. Yeah. That's a good one too.
The Manslayer.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
That would be explosive. I don't know.
That was Skinner's name in high school, the Manslayer.
Damn.
The manslayer. Super ugly.
Yep.
Maybe a whole episode of Samurai Folks, or you could have people like Berserks, that people know.
Hey,
Anybody with melee weapons that could be for that.
You talk about guts.
Yeah.
listen.
Um,
I'm glad I'm the only black samurai in JTV because Afro Samurai was definitely an inspiration. Samurai Jack was definitely a vibe.
Definitely.
Yep.
Old school, old school. A lot of people talk about old school shows back then. I was just felt like more meaningful than nowadays. Nowadays, it's just weak messages. Back then, it just
Yep.
shows for definitely for boys, us when we were boys, makes us want to feel like men, be strong as young age. Those kind of shows like inspire us to be men, to be tough, to be
I tell,
responsible.
I tell you somebody else, another samurai, and many people go to sleep on them, and I don't know why.
Mhm.
The boy mine from Lupin the Third.
From where?
Remember the samurai dude, Goemon? Goemon from
Go.
Lupin the Third.
Oh, yeah. You just jogging my memory now.
Yeah, the little samurai dude he used to have as a friend.
Yup. That he's heavily slept on.
Yeah, he's very slept on. No, that dude can he that dude can fight and everything. People sleep on him though. Just like they do on they sleep on Jigen. The dude who can shoot from like 30 yards away or 50 yards away, and he can just shoot you
Exactly.
from a long distance. Yeah.
No, it's a tragic thing. People be sleeping on them.
Yep. Everybody seems to be sleeping on Lupin though. I'm talking about as the anime itself.
Yeah.
No, for real.
Mm-hmm.
Another option I see, I don't know what happens in that retro slam. I think would be nice, and a lot of people talk about also like in media in the past, Mega Man versus Astro Boy. I think that's a good one too. I don't know if y'all did
Mm,
that.
I like that
yeah.
one.
No, I think that's a good comparison. Like I like to compare folks to go at it when they have like, at least
They had a
how
match.
can I say, they had a match on Ultra Fan.
Not on Retro Slam. They on I want to say Death Battle.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
Uh,
I would say
Oh yeah,
that.
that damn YouTube series I be seeing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I saw that in the past, but I never seen the video, and I'm like, damn, that's a good freaking choice, Mega Man and Astro Boy. I like to compare folks who like I don't like compare when people compare like I don't know between Goku and freaking Captain America or Goku versus Batman. That's not fair. You know what I mean? Those two have different kind of power scale. You know?
Mark talking about Mega Man versus Zero.
Zero.
Actually, to be honest with you, I don't want to see him fight.
Man, me neither. That's Mark's fantasy right there. He dreams about that every night.
Mm.
Like,
Damn.
hey, while he drinking a Coke Zero.
With his Superman t-shirt on.
Mm-mm.
Talking about punch me in the chest.
Mm-mm.
And I'll be like, why you crying? Superman don't cry when you get punched in the chest. You supposed to be Superman.
Mm-mm.
I'm just playing, Mark.
Yeah, man. Don't go after us. We just playing.
Yeah.
Just keep that title tight, and nice and warm for me, until I take it.
I'm right, you're wrong.
Mm-mm. Oh, he got another match.
Right, Mark?
Broly versus Mega Man.
That's
Okay.
not fair.
Calm down.
Yeah, that's not fair.
Yeah,
Broly would have raced
I'll,
Mega Man.
I'll pass on
Calm
that.
down, Mark.
Yeah.
Calm
good.
down.
It took 3 freaking Saiyans to barely stop Broly. I'm talking about Broly from Z, Dragon
That's
Ball
true.
Z.
Man,
That's-
and then it took what? It took Gohan, Goku
Go.
was there, Vegeta was there, Trunks was there, Krillin was there.
There you go.
Mark, you're
More than
advocating for child abuse is all you're doing, Mark. Let it go.
Oh, I want to talk about some much earlier when we was talking about people being in the Hall of Fame. William Regal.
Ah,
Yes.
yes, yes.
Absolutely. Underrated goat. But I want to have like a real professional Hall of Fame of wrestling that it's not biased.
Not that place, that clown. And this what I hate about my bad to cut you off. This is what I hate about WWE Hall of Fame. When the person's still alive, put them in that now. Don't wait till they dead. I hate that. That is so disrespectful.
Yeah, I agree.
Man, you see that shit in media of today. Shit, you see that shit today. People don't give nobody they flowers or nothing like that till they're dead.
Yeah. I mean, prime example, Sid Vicious.
Mm.
They should have been did his flowers and put them in the Hall of Fame. And then y'all gonna wait a month later, he died, and then you gonna put him in the Hall of Fame. Man, I'd have slapped 5 from.
I agree. And his Hall of Fame was just for a little bit. Stephanie McMahon gets an hour. Triple H gets an hour. But nah, we ain't got time for Lex Luger. We ain't got time for Sid Vicious. We ain't got time for none of these guys. They even had Bret Hart and Stone Cold up there for like 15, 20 minutes, 30 minutes. But
No,
Stephanie
for
McMahon
real. But these two bitches get the Bella Twins. They got 2 hours when they them Hall of Fame.
Oh, for real? I ain't even
2 hours and 30 minutes. I'm like, who the fuck is talking about y'all that long, bro?
So you suck your way up to the top.
Yeah, you ain't got no more explanation. No, bitch. Like,
That's why I came out with them bag of the bottom of the bag action figure. Okay? Remember I told you about that toy company?
Yeah.
The bottom of the bottom of the bag hose toy collection. I said you get Paige, you get
Now you need to stop now. All right, before I make a phone call to Miss J, you need to just chill out. I mean, if you
damn,
really
Miss J keep you in check.
Miss J gonna come him down.
Mm.
Right down in the beach
Mm.
with some alcohol and a bunch of other stuff I can't mention on here. My man.
I'll say this.
By the way, a big shout out to your cousin whose birthday was recently, man. I like that picture. Very nice.
Yeah, her birthday today.
Oh, is it today? Happy birthday. Happy birthday to Conscious cousin, man.
Happy birthday.
Yes.
Hey, wait, is it a girl or a boy?
Girl.
Happy birthday, Miss Lady.
Okay. That's good enough. And by the way, your boy birthday is in September.
Who?
Oh,
You know
It's
we
gonna
don't.
some
You know we don't
some
forget about you. Nice elbow.
Yep.
oh my god.
Oh wait, you got your birthday in September as well, Chris.
Give you some eyeballs as a gift. You know,
Yeah.
that
Man,
that shark be eating and shit.
I got another cousin. Me and her gonna celebrate our birthday together on September the 19th.
That's crazy. A day before my birthday, man, the 20th.
Hers
How adorable.
our cousin birthday. Hers on the September I want to say 23rd, something like that. Yeah, September 23rd. And me and my cousins that had the same birthday month, we always try to do something together, like
Yeah.
go out or have a nice dinner or go to a comedy show. That was the last thing we did. We went to go see Corey Holcomb.
Oh yeah. Before his ass got stale.
Yeah, before he got, you know,
Politicalized.
yeah, man, way before he punched it, they got him on tape punching that chick in the face. He started losing money. Nobody booking, ain't really booking him like that no more. Yeah, this is way before all that. This was like last year.
Yeah, for sure.
And so me and my cousin had decided, yo, I said, yo, such and such, our birthday, September coming up. She like, yeah. And we've been trying to have like a 90s party for the longest.
Ah, back throwback.
Yeah, because when I first did, when I first did like a little theme party I went to the 70s. I had a 70s birthday party and
That man said
everybody
he was a pimp.
I wasn't born in the 70s though. But everybody was like, everybody was so fascinated and everybody got dressed up with like one of my cousins, she was dressed like Rev Run, no, Rerun from What's Happening.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, People had afro wigs and bell bottoms, and oh man, we had so much fun that night. So
Y'all was
that's
living it up.
yeah, we was having fun on that night, and that's when my cousins say, "Next time you do a party, let's do a '90s party." So I guess the theme is gonna be like everything in the '90s that was the and my point of view, the much cooler, the most cool era that was.
The 90s was different.
Yeah, but it was cooler though. You had
Yeah,
to,
no, it was built different. Like,
yeah, it was built different. I mean, cause we in the '90s, you had the best cartoons. You had a reason to wake up early Saturday morning
no, for real.
and wake up, watch Saturday morning cartoons to I want to say like
Look, 90s had the best school lunches, all type of shit.
yeah, way before all this. Like that's why I feel sorry for this era, because they ain't gonna experience none of the stuff that probably me, Jay, No Kill.
Better settle down.
Hey, it's the '90s until somebody fuck around and get on their phone and shit at the party.
No, for real. For real. If I don't see no flip phone, boy, I'm gonna think your ass suspect.
Shit. Who remember beepers?
Oh, for sure. I remember
The
being in
beep,
Florida
hey,
in the 90s with the
the
beep.
beepers had the trap busting. Okay.
My tears.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give a shout out to the unbreakable Nokia with a little light on top. I don't know if you guys have that, but with the game with the snake game.
Oh
That's
yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
was undefeated.
Yep.
Hey,
Back then, when you freaking wanna send a message, you gotta press the same number multiple times to get the certain letter that you want.
Yeah.
for real, for real.
Yeah.
Remember the dial-up computers?
Remember the AOL chat rooms?
Yep. You be on the phone trying to listen who on the other line before you use.
Hey, for real, I be nosy as hell.
When somebody called on the phone, the internet cut off.
Yep.
Heads to me right off.
VHS into CDs, not to shit, are being digital. Slowly,
Yep.
slowly. Sad. Like we want to keep
Digital,
things,
hey, digital killed the physical start, bro.
like you want to keep things
Old school,
physically there,
old
so you can remember for it.
players. Old school CD players.
For real. The Walkman joints,
Yep. The Yak Backs.
the Tamagotchis. Hey,
Yep.
Draskell, for real, the slide up
Oh,
BlackBerry phones.
chill out. Chill
Hey,
out.
the chirp. Y'all remember the Boost Mobile, that chirp that Boost Mobile had?
Yeah.
The walkie-talkie phone. Hey, that was
Yeah,
my
I had
shit.
one.
That
I
was
had
my shit.
Remember people used to go to the mall and they used to, when the Furbies was out, they used to collect them on like bottle caps.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Man, what Mac
Like here's
got?
some shit. Here's some. Hold on. My bad, Chris. But here's some shit. I'm a educate Shendon real quick. Here's some shit that niggas did. They think that was the hottest shit in the world. Them name belts.
Oh yeah,
The buckles.
Yeah, the name belt buckles.
Yeah.
yeah.
Motherfuckers
So-
thought that was the hottest shit in the world. Niggas thought that was the hottest shit in the world. And it be
Mike
your
Jones.
people, and it be your people, Shin, in the middle of the mall overselling them bitches.
The what? The belt? I didn't
It's
catch
the
what that
name
meant.
belts. Motherfuckers be
Name
look,
belt?
then they upgraded, Jay. Remember they came out with the digitized version.
Yeah,
They had Lil Wayne. These niggas put Lil Wayne lyrics on their belts and shit.
Yeah. Mike Jones type shit, Paul Wall.
Yeah.
sitting sideways.
And it'd be them folks in the mall selling them.
Who you gonna call?
That's the
I'm not sure if that's popular in here in Kuwait. So I don't think I would know that.
Nah.
Back with the Jurassic brought up freaking BlackBerry, that brought a lot of memories. I remember the popular ones like Bold and Claire. It was like two versions. But it was pretty. You're like a cool person here, like back in the day in here. You're like a cool freaking person if you have a BBM chat, and it was cool because it was kind of complicated to use in the way because you got to put this whole coding. Like you can't even like send a friend request or add them by a regular number, or you just gonna meet them and then and put the code in. And it was different back then. Now, ever since the whole Samsung and iPhone got way popular, and just the app, BlackBerry died off and it went away. I don't think they're doing anything now. No, I don't believe so.
No, I think Samsung probably owns their ass, bro.
Yeah, I want to touch y'all off and send a special shout out to that boy right there. Was it Tom from MySpace?
Tom,
that
the
boy
legend.
Tom from MySpace. Shout out to you.
Hey, shout out to Tom, bro. Always been on my rotation forever.
Yep. The person who did BlackPlanet.com, the people who used to download music on Grosster or Kaiser.
LimeWire.
Crosswire.
Yep.
Me and No Kills on LimeWire.
Yep.
LimeWire on BD. LimeWire was the shit. Hey, I downloaded the entire Limp Bizkit album on off LimeWire. Okay,
Yeah.
especially the Nookie. Ain't that right, Shandy?
So you can take that cookie and stick it in.
Mm-mm.
I did it all for the Nookie.
What?
These matches I've been watching has been fucking fantastic. Memory lane.
Yeah.
Thank you.
All these submissions, all the fucking the mini game for the submissions. That was real technical. That was real button mashing right there.
Why he choking this man like that?
Huh?
That's what's gonna happen to Lowrider at the submission match. Yeah, I think I'm playing. I'm choking him just like that. I'm choking him just like that.
When I get my hands on Lowrider, I'm gonna stretch his ass like it's never been stretched before.
Oh, it's never. Oh, hey, for real. He gonna see why. He gonna get this Nutella. Put him in the walls. I'm gonna put him in the walls of Taylor.
Super ugly. Yeah.
Then look when after the match is done, after the three stages of hell after the match is done, shit. When they get his ass on the gurney, I'm just gonna cover him with my jacket and be like, you did good.
Oh
Shorty.
my god.
I'm proud of you.
He says sleep now, sleep now.
You know,
I'll meet you at the hospital.
That's kind of sucks that 2K doesn't add that feature. When you put somebody in a submission, they crawl to the ropes. It's like you literally
it's all automatic. It's all automatic or some shit.
You gotta count at least to one. If it counts to 5, you disqualify. Like I don't know why they don't add that feature. Some little details they really can change the freaking game, man.
Because they lazy.
They're lazy, gang.
So lame, man. So lame.
Remember, remember, gang. You gotta remember this is THQ and Ukes together before 2K came around.
Yeah.
This is when THQ was this is when THQ was really fan servicing the fans. Like,
yep.
Oh, damn.
This was back in the era of gaming when developers gave a fuck.
I want to say, was it Shut Your Mouth, where you is a storyline where the women, one of the chicks going to the locker room and she be like showering.
No. That's Here Comes the Pain. That's Here Comes the Pain. That's Here Comes the Pain. I hate that I know that. That's Here Comes the Pain. Cause I know exactly what you're talking about. You walk in on the chick, then it transitioned into her in her towel and shit.
Yeah.
Man's always was Stacy Keibler or Tori Wilson.
Good times.
Yes, for real. Stacy so fucking time.
Oh,
I had a big ass smile on my face when I was a kid playing that game. I thought I was gonna see some titties.
The version I had, the clothes came off.
I saw that shit too. Man. Oh like, dang.
Nah, I'm just messing with it.
No, for real. We are fucking trouble. Bro, hey, they need to bring that back.
No, they don't.
Yes, they do. Yes, they do.
I mean, if they brought back the brawn panty match, I mean, yeah, don't get me wrong. I like the eye candy. Don't get me wrong. I like that. I like the cake. But you also got to think of it from a business standpoint.
We ain't got that many active female wrestlers for real. No, for real. It's just gonna be Amber and Sophia back to back in a bra and panties match. I'm gonna get tired of seeing that shit.
I'm like, oh, okay. I've seen that cake. Okay.
Yeah, I done seen that shit. It's boring now. I done seen that too many times.
We got like 12 girls in JTV, man. We could have plenty of bra and panties matches.
I
Toya
mean,
Tamanami, Amanda Jones.
yeah, for
Fucking
sure.
Irish twin.
I meant on a
You going to hell.
PvP standpoint, shit.
Shit, that ain't even got to be PvP. I'll go make a phone call bringing La hair dry and shit with the big ass.
I'm pretty sure Francesca will be.
I bring them fat ass Mexican women from Lucha up in this biz. Don't play with me.
No, ooh, they so fucking thick. Every time I seen you post them, I had to heart that shit. I'm like, damn.
I believe you. I put Miss J in a bikini match. You know what I mean?
Hey, I'm on commentary for that match.
Hey, now. Hey.
You're gonna use the sword out powers now.
Yes.
I'm gonna exercise
I'm
my
gonna turn into
creative power.
Cyclops.
That man saying, hey, hold on, you going
Put
a little
me at
bit.
ringside and put me in the ring.
I had to bring 2 towels.
Hey, listen, I'm magically irresistible, bro. You know, I'm nutty butter. I'm Nutella. They tell me, hey, Josh, talking about they wear multiple bras during the match. Now that's too much. That's too much dick teasing. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Got some nasty motherfuckers on this string.
Hey,
I don't know what this freaking podcast is about anymore.
This is supposed to be about professional wrestling, and we're talking about dangling. Leave that shit to Skinner.
Yeah, this episode is perfect for Skinner. What is
hey,
it?
hold on, because Skinner might be in a bra and panties match. He gonna say that. I just take that man.
He's the luscious one, like you call
He's
him.
the luscious lavish. He said he'll face anybody. I just got this message from Skinner. He said he'll face anybody in any type of match. I'm like, all right, okay. So if you and Colin go out in a hardcore match and it be bras and panties, you gonna face him? Like, hell yeah. I'm gonna tickle his toes while I'm at it. I'm like, I believe you, you sick bastard.
And that's when I get up and go in the session thing.
Look, that's when I have to go to church.
Conscience said he gonna get up and walk to the curtain and keep walking. He gonna walk out the building.
Hey, I'm calling both of us an Uber. I'm out the door. That's the day. That's the day I'm gonna leave BKS if I see that shit.
Yeah, it's gonna be all fun and games until Lowrider walk out with a G-string looking for you. You know what I mean?
I'm coming right back in the building. I ain't gonna lie to you.
And you know the funny thing about that? If that man dress up like him on Powerpuff Girls.
Oh,
He's already teasing and dressing up like me on Pumpkin Night.
Y'all remember him from the Powerpuff Girls? His name was so devious. Who it was, but they couldn't say devil.
Oh yeah.
So they just said him. Oh, hello, girls.
same with Calvin Chicken.
Yeah, the guy.
No, for real. You know, looking back at some of those cartoons, I'm kind of glad they. Hey, Jack, throwing me off. I'm kind of glad they didn't want to push they didn't push a lot of agendas down our fucking throat like they doing today.
Yeah.
Oh, chicken. What was the name of that? Remember that? Curse the Cowardly Dog.
Yeah, I'll return the slab.
No, not that one. Remember when they had 2 lesbians on there, but they didn't come out?
Oh yeah, they didn't come out saying they was lesbians, but you can tell.
Yeah.
Yeah. I forgot the name of that episode, but I know what you're talking about.
Bunny and Kitty.
Yeah.
They was mad abusive to those cats, the other dog and shit.
No, for real.
They was abusive to the Bunny because
Yeah.
Bunny was in an abusive relationship with the dog,
Yeah.
and
And
Cat
they kept it 100. They weren't PG. They was doing drugs, all kinds of shit on the cartoons. I'm like, I
yeah,
like it. It didn't
Hey, no,
affect me to see
for
it.
real, for real. Hey, look, looking back like at Johnny Bravo, Johnny Bravo's whole goal was to get bitches.
Yeah.
Foles stayed at his mama house. He didn't have no job. Nigga didn't have none shit going on in his life. His whole life was bitches.
Same with Pepper Le Pew, but he only stick to one cat, one skunk, or one cat.
Yeah,
yep,
that's it.
And they
but
cancel him. They
yep,
canceled
Shit,
the fuck out of
Eddie
Pepper
from
Le Pew for no reason.
Eddie from Ed, and Eddie. All Eddie wanted to do was to hustle and make money. Motherfuckers, he had a scam going on every single day,
Yeah.
yep,
You
and I
talking
can
about Kevin?
respect. Nah, I'm talking about Eddie from Ed, and Eddie.
He was scamming.
yeah,
Supposed to had a real scam going on. This nigga had elaborate scams and shit.
yep. That was his whole MO. He used to scam people for quarters,
For
Yeah.
cool, hey,
for
Foles
some,
was all about his money. I can respect that.
So he
yeah,
could get jawbreakers.
yep, to get them jawbreakers, and them jawbreakers used to
And
be,
the crazy part about it, and you can't say Eddie did not try to put his team on because every day him and all three of their was together. Eddie definitely kept putting his team on.
Yeah.
the whole,
Ed low key was the dumb muscle and the guinea pig.
yeah, and the Double D was the brains.
Double D was the brains. Eddie was the fucking schemer.
Yep,
Double D would come up with the blueprints and okay, we gotta build this way, gotta build that way. These niggas building shit, MacGyvering amusement parks. Come on, come on, man.
remember, remember when Double D made like he put something together and it came out to be a lie detector test.
Yeah. Folks was crazy. That show was something else. Hey, Dexter's Laboratory taught me how to fuck with chemicals. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Yeah,
I definitely wanted to make it pure liquid cocaine before. Oh, my fault. We still on the air. My bad. Please, everybody. This is all props.
that booger sugar.
Mm-mm.
I'm just not noticing that Maverick bitch ass dip.
Yeah, he slipped out the back door and shit. And this ain't
All
nothing.
right, he super slipped out the back though. Quiet as hell.
Right. I didn't even think about it till you said it.
Yep.
That's how Mark be slipping out the party chat. Don't be saying shit.
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
Some of my bitch.
God damn it.
Mm-mm.
Let me see. Oh, hey, shout out to Austin. That was a nice end podcast y'all did together.
Oh yeah. He's a pretty cool dude. You know, went on back on. I just the thing about me though is like I don't like when I go on a podcast and there's no questions for me. It's just like whatever, you know, whatever
Yeah.
everybody want to ask. Like if I'm going on the show, like you gotta
You
have
should have
questions.
questions prepared.
Yeah, that's all. And some of them have that habit, and I mean, I ain't hating. You know, it's how they do business. That they rather go live and just have like their people. You know, whoever they rather have whoever just talk and answer questions in the comments, whatever. But that's not how I do business. If
Nah.
I come to my show, I like to have questions prepared, a script. You know,
Like prepped already. That's how I always liked your shit, to be honest.
the
Like you had
only
your questions
time,
prepped, then you went to the crowd.
Yeah, the only time that I might not have nothing like that going on is if like if it's on the spot. If it's like something on the spot, then I might not have, no questions or nothing like that. I might just run it and we just might talk about whatever. But most of the time I like to be ready.
No, for real, for real.
Yeah. It's just better that way. It's more professional. That man got me in his profile picture too. I peeped that. That's what's up.
For sure. Yeah, but I'm excited for Chemical Warfare. I'm excited for more things that's going to be going on.
I just want to say it looks real good on your part. Here you are live on the air chopping it up with me, Shendon, and Conscience. And you're supposed to be the future of JTV, so you're holding it down right now. You know what I mean?
Hey, my first match, I was in the ring with some JTV legends.
You're doing your shit. That's all I know.
I just want to go ahead and repeat this again.
Definitely.
I'm in
Gotta
the
make a real impact in this world,
I'm in the building.
I may be painted as a bad guy sometimes, but I don't really give a fuck. The bad guy gotta speak his truth.
Hey, it worked out for Scott Hall.
All the heroes are basic to me. I ain't gonna lie to you. Basic story, basic background, basic goals, basic mindset.
Basic.
Heroes is basic bitches.
It's shit like that why I got problem with the wrestling now. Everything is just so basic. I'm not used to this basic shit. I need background. I need detail. I need somebody to be from the streets sometime. I don't want somebody that plays volleyball. You know what I mean? Like, come on.
Yeah, and that's what I was. My bad.
Like
And-
you know, and
That's what I was
motherfucker, these
saying.
heroes is too nice.
That's what I was saying
They
earlier.
won't. They like, man. I feel like in order to save the world, bro, you got to destroy that bitch and rebuild.
That's what I was saying about what basic people. That's what I was
There
talking
are
about.
villains in the world that I really agree with, like in the comic wise, that I really agree with. The methods could be questionable at times, but shit, the message is there.
Yeah, I mean, you got to look at it Professor Xavier and Magneto point.
What the who said that to Batman? I think it was either Harvey Dent or Commissioner Gordon. He told Batman as like no, I think it was the Joker. Yeah, and during that interrogation scene. When Batman was asking where are they and shit. He said, don't talk like one of them, you're not one of them. Even though they think you are. You just a freak to them. Like, and you really is. If you want to boil it down.
Yeah. And that's Batman greatest uh I'm gonna say enemy because the word ain't coming to me right now. Adversary. Yeah, there it is. That's his greatest adversary.
Oh, speaking of a freak. Here go this random ass nigga named JB.
Damn. At least try to stay in character. He just straight street. We are the nation. Domination.
No, for real. What's your car upgrade? What?
Man said he's a hero.
Look, I'm the hero in JTV. Yeah, you the lame in JTV. I ain't gonna lie to you.
That boy's the hero when he go pick up his Uber order and fuck it up. That's when he the hero.
Man, he the hero when he calls you on the toilet and shit. Wow.
Hey, VIP, if you want to join up in here, man, I'm gonna send you a link right now. If you got some shit to talk before we wrap this up,
Man, he
Say
gonna
thank
stay
you.
quiet. Hey, stay where you at, man. Stay in the catering business, bro. You can't hang up here.
Oh, God. Golly.
This is a real private party. You cannot get in.
Shots. Shots. Shots.
Don't want to hurt nobody's feelings now. Don't do it. Steve.
Y'all don't want to step on nobody's toes.
My
You
hit the
know what?
nail.
I had second thoughts. I'm not going to bring VIP on there.
You're very welcome. But
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure a lot of people are excited, obviously, keep Chemical Warfare, but also people also talk about Ultimate Showdown a lot. And
Oh yeah. Everybody's
I wanna
talking
ask
about
you this.
Ultimate Showdown.
I want to ask you this, Impact. You give the details that you see fit, but the folks are curious. So after Chemical Warfare, what do you think? How many shows there will be before we go to Ultimate Showdown? What do you think?
We're planning 6 shows.
Planning
So
6 shows?
it's 19 next gen megahertz, 19 next gen megahertz, and then showdown.
Mm. And then there could potentially be some special shows that we do
Yeah, along the way.
Pumpkin
Yeah.
Night and Snow Showdown. So that will be added to the
Yeah.
6. I think it could
Yeah.
possibly be 8 shows before Showdown.
I might do.
Look, the real thing is everybody gotta, stand on fucking business when it comes to these shows. If you're booked for the match, do your fucking job. That's it.
I might have to call somebody.
That way it can be pushed out in a timely order fashion.
I might have to call somebody for Ultimate Showdown.
Mm-mm.
That means at least I can say I did something in another promotion. Yeah. You done jacked off in that other promotion, I heard.
God,
Caught you on 4K.
Well, damn. Well, damn.
I don't think you can say that on the air.
And with that being said, folks, we're going to go to our poll now. And it says 4 people voted yes to Dean Malenko versus Steve Blackman at Retro Slam. Future
Oh,
episode.
nice.
Mostly yes. All
Cool.
yes. All yes. No no's.
Cinema.
It's the cinnamon.
Elegance.
Absolute cinnamon.
Spanish women. Shout out to Spanish women.
I love them. Can't get enough of them.
The thickness. I miss music videos.
Shout out to the Asian girls. We love you.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, we do.
I thought MTV went away. MTV went away, no?
No, we're bringing it back. It's going to be called PTV.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, but I be for real. I miss
It's going to be wild.
when you used to turn the TV on and they show all.
Anything got said when what, boy? Was that English?
Yeah, it was English. He just wrote it so fast and went and then left it.
And scribble.
Man,
Chicken scratch.
I don't know how you deal with that boy. That boy right there is special.
RJB. VIP.
PIG.
VIG. He knows what that stands for.
Hey, you kill Coke, you sick bastard.
Mm. Don't do it, Mark.
Don't do it. Mark typing his life away.
Hey, yo, Jay.
Sir?
Marquez be quick with the responses, don't he?
I'm gonna bring back a type of snack, dog.
Mm-mm.
Yep, I'm bringing. I want to bring back the rap snacks.
Mm-mm.
It's going on in the chat. It's crazy work. Y'all gotta chill out.
And we keep on saying thank you for supporting the show. This show
Yes,
been
sir.
this podcast been like Jerry Springer. It's always outrageous and unpredictable.
Some old man wrote in cursive. Hell no.
Damien probably remember these. You remember the rap snacks?
They go Colin with the cheese on stage. Colin backstage.
He not here.
Chili
Uh-uh.
cheese, chili cheese chicken strips. Colin want that
It
burger.
says VIP right here.
Colin want his burger Godzilla style.
Oh,
Yo, I
VIP's
heard
here.
my name so many damn times. Yeah, y'all must love fucking my
Bring them
name.
out. Bring them out.
Y'all like jacking off for VIP? Y'all like jacking off for VIP? Go fuck yourself, goddamn. And Damien, you know what? I have respect for you as a professional, but you go fuck Shin and his little Asian bitch.
Hey, watch your fucking mouth, you big Jewish curly hair motherfucker. Don't come up in here on my damn show talking no bullshit like that, man.
I
What's
can't
wrong?
even hear that, man.
I mean, you want to talk about Toya like that? She's gonna freaking turn you into sushi wrap. You know,
What the
if you
hell
want to
wrong
keep
with
up
this
with
dude,
that.
man?
Hold on.
You
Let
know?
me
Ain't
refresh
no breath
myself.
stink.
Can I
Look,
even
now,
increase
I
his
ain't gonna
volume here?
nobody
I can hear him.
disrespect the name VIP.
No matter what.
Nobody.
Gucci man, Gucci
disrespects
man.
my name. Put respect on my name.
They trying to put some spec on your name, but they can't hear you
Like-
say your name right now.
Maybe
That
put a
would-
mic or
Like
something so we can hear
Rod
you better.
Tiller saying, put respect on my name.
You about to get fired today.
Oh, that's okay. I'm still in Tina's Alliance.
He
If I get
gone,
fired.
Conscious. Get that man out the fucking building. Fuck wrong with him?
Nothing wrong with me. I don't like when niggas gonna come in here, talk all that shit.
Whoa.
Gonna talk
Whoa.
all that shit. While
Well, who you
Whoa.
talk? Who you think you talking to?
I'm talking to you, little Damien.
Man, my name ain't Lil
Whoa.
Damien. It's Big Damien around this bitch.
Nah, you little
Better
Damien.
ask your
Last
girl,
time I
boy.
checked, you shin this bitch in BKS.
I ain't shinding. I'm not shinding bitch at all.
Every-
Why you
every
gonna
single
bring?
one of
Why you
y'all,
gonna bring me
Skinner's-
into it? Every
Skinner's
time
his
you want to
bitch.
bring me up, it ends up pretty
Dallas
badly.
is
So I
little
suggest
bitch.
you
Y'all
keep
all
my
is
name out of
little
your
bitch.
mouth before I hurt your feelings again.
Hey, it's
and
okay.
make
It's
you
okay.
quit from
Y'all
this damn
suck that
promotion.
dick like four times a week. It's okay.
Look,
It's okay
look.
because Shannon likes to stroke his ego a little bit more than
Look.
most men
Hey,
do.
listen. Shinden got a personal person for that, and
Nah, man, he got y'all for that. He got
he
y'all
don't got
for
nobody
that.
for that.
He
Probably got Dallas for that. But shit,
You suck it too. We all know.
Stop it.
That's disgusting. What have you done in that?
Amber
Do
Rod.
you not know why I call Shinden on a daily basis every time I talk to that man?
Because you love that nigga, don't you?
Mm-mm.
You probably be home like, oh shit.
That sound like you. Hey, we
That's
say the
you.
same thing when you talk about Jay.
Nah, man, Kevin Impact. We got something
That
different.
is very accurate, and that's funny
Brothers.
thing. I was talking to you about that the other
Respect.
day. Big, you know.
I
You want to
ain't
keep on having. You want to come in here. You're supposed to feel, make your presence felt, as in a good way, so-called of a hero. You don't sound like no damn hero. You sound like a little bitch to me. So that's why
see, I
you're
am
not
a
really
fucking
in a
hero.
position,
Sound
in a
like-
top
See, I'm
position.
like
Buddy
Spider-Man
Buddy
when I
ass
want to
is
fucking
a
be.
Buddy
am
is a
fucking-
heterosexual,
I am Spider-Man. I'm a
transsexual.
Superman, a JTV I've been
With a
that
who?
way since the day I debuted in this ring.
Man, you're robbing of
No,
JTV.
no, you
That's
got,
not
you
true.
got.
Man,
Hold on,
nah,
hold
boy,
on.
you the
You got
Yamcha, you
cats
the Yamcha
like
JTV. I
Lowrider,
ain't gonna lie
who's a
to you.
fucking scared little bitches who are afraid to face me man to
Why you
man.
want to talk
Who
about
wants
low?
to do
You
a
just
rap diss
you
when I
can't
do
be
a
What?
rap
You
talking
diss
about
talking
with
us.
about
him?
my? Hey, hold on. You talking about Lowrider,
Where's
bro?
the flow? Where's the flow at? Ain't no low.
There is low. Fuck is you talking about? I am the new
Lowrider,
flow.
Lowrider scared of me just like the rest of you. Just like the rest of you guys. Big has been
Ain't
scared of me.
nobody scared of you. The fuck, I will beat your ass, bro.
I don't need Corey Flash. I don't need Maverick. to
You
beat up
definitely
BKS.
need those two. You gonna need
Kevin
Jesus
Impact
fucking
calling
with
on
me.
me at Chemical Warfare, not anybody else. Me, because he knows I get the job done when the job comes to it.
He calls
And
he
Shannon,
calls
you talk too much
VIP.
damn much
He
with your
calls
bitch ass.
I'm gonna talk because I was quiet for a while. You know, you want to talk, you want to take shots. You think I'm not gonna reply? I'm going to reply.
No, man,
He calls you because there any much of JTV so-called heroes left to back up against BKS. You know, if you listen to be a good talented soldier, you would have been still in JTV. Well, probably when we take cover, you're not going to be in JTV when we fire your ass.
I'm
But
firing
in
your ass
BKS,
day one.
It's okay. Here's the thing.
BKS,
Here's the thing. You fire me, I go
you would have
elsewhere.
stayed in BKS. You would have become a champion sooner.
Yeah, you
but
go to
were
places like
impatient.
GCW.
You were
No,
impatient.
Thai
You
Nation
were
Alliance,
crying.
where I
And
became
also,
a
when you
fucking
constantly been
when I actually
causing
won
losses
a world
as a
championship again.
BKS, you were doing a horrible job. We had to
Look,
freaking take
Amber
you out.
finna rock your world. She said she ready to beat your ass on GD. She said,
Amber,
If that match is booked,
yeah,
that
now
would
I
be an
don't think you're gonna be
embarrassment
beating
of your
that
career.
"What you
Okay, I don't
say?
suggest doing that.
You say you gonna get your ass beat by Amber on purpose? I believe you."
Oh man, look, Shannon.
The
As
mic-
much
the
like I
mic is
said,
yours. What you want to say?
y'all, as much I don't like you guys in BKS. I don't like none of y'all. That's I never wanted to be BKS. I was
That
put
is
into a group
that is
We
not
don't like
true.
your
and I was
monkey
hard on.
ass either, bro. Like,
That is not
I
true.
wanted
You
out.
wanted to be
No,
in
no, I
BKS
didn't want
because
to be in.
no,
Here's the
listen,
thing.
shut your
Y'all
mouth.
wanna
I
know
know
the
the
fucking
truth.
truth?
You got a shitty brain, okay? You damage yourself
hey,
so
Mark
much.
just sent shots
I
at
got a
your
call
ass.
one day, say, hey,
let me
VIP,
say
we
this.
want you
Let
in
me say
BK. I
this.
said, nah, I ain't gonna do shit. I'm just gonna do my own thing.
You joined
Instead,
BKS
but
because your daddy Kevin
management
Impact
said,
was in BKS.
VIP, we
That's
need you
why.
in BK. We need to make the group hot. You can make it hot. And guess what
Man,
happened? I joined anyway just to help management out, like I do every fucking
bro,
day.
you more delusional than Mark when he got fucked
I'm
up
not
by Amber that
delusional. You
night.
ask Kevin Impact. I got that call. He knows.
Kevin Impact is denying all claims in this shit.
You got that call?
I got
Play
that
that
call
shit
from
on-
management at one time. You remember
Play
that
that
day?
shit
I
on the air.
never want to be in BKS.
I don't think you can find that in a freaking call log or whatever it's called, you know. The call was made. Listen, man.
Hey, he called your ass in his sleep.
The
Fuck
only
is you
reason
saying?
why you were in BKS because your daddy again, Impact was in there. As soon as when we kicked him out, you know,
Oh,
you
shit.
didn't want to be there no more. That's why you just want to crawl his steps. You want to be a Kevin Impact 2.0, not VIP. That's why you always mention his name. That's why you always bring him up. That's why you're still going to be in the same position, not being a champion for a long
Here's the
time.
thing. Here's the thing. I wanted out of BKS because I needed to make my own waves in. So I can
Oh
be my
my
man.
God.
I couldn't be my own man if I was still in BKS.
Okay, you got what you wanted.
I couldn't
Good.
be.
Thumbs
All I
up.
would have been
Hooray.
was your fucking side bitch on the
Hey,
fucking. Yeah, that's
Why you
exactly what the fuck I was. Your side bitch. I'm not being. I
side
ain't
bitch is
nobody's
crazy
bitch. I ain't
work.
nobody's bitch. Because that last time I checked, I was only in that group for your world fucking title. I never won because of the group. I wanted your world fucking title. And one day I'm going to take that motherfucker from you and show you who's bad.
Who?
Yeah, that's right. I said I'm the baddest son of a bitch you ever gonna fucking meet.
I don't
You
hear
say you
no
the baddest
English
bitch he had ever faced?
Oh no. You want
Listen,
to go after the women's title?
Here's my thing. I was only in BK for the world title. I never wanted to be part of that group.
Well, you failed whatever your plans were, and
He
now
said,
you're not part of
hey,
BKS.
that man said he only in there for the story, Jay. That's crazy work.
It was only in there for a story. Now you're no longer in BKS. You're still doing dog shit, you know?
Oh, dog shit. Last time
absolutely.
I checked, I left. I went to a different fucking promotion won the
Yeah,
TNA World
you had to go
title,
to a
and
different
guess what I
company. You had to
did?
go to a different company to be VIP.
Oh,
That's
you won the world title.
you
that
couldn't
didn't even last
handle
a
you
month?
couldn't handle you couldn't handle the smoke and the
No,
pressure that
I
was
can
in
handle the
JTV.
smoke. I just wanted to
Nah,
make
you
my
can't
name
handle
bigger.
nothing like that.
And
You had to
the
go
way
to
you
another
do it,
promotion.
hey, look at my boy AJ Styles. He's one of the biggest names on the indie scenes you ever gonna fucking meet. He went from TNA,
What age is that?
Ring of Honor,
The fuck do
WWE,
AJ
New
Styles got to
Japan.
do with
That's
you?
the way I was doing my name, just like AJ Styles, like a guy I look
Look,
up to.
I know
is
he
AJ.
your man crush or whatever, bro. But chill out, okay?
I don't got no man crush, you piece of shit.
Oh, you definitely got a man
No,
crush.
I don't.
Hey,
I look up to people.
you definitely got a
Unlike you guys,
man crush.
I didn't have my father around.
Oh,
VIP never had his
damn.
father around when he was 12 years old. My dad left out of my life, so I had to depend on role models like The Rock, AJ Styles, those guys, because I never had role models growing up. That's what made VIP who he is today.
Listen.
Look at these
You
legends,
got a
guys.
man.
Now look at me.
Listen.
I'm one of the greatest box office hits you ever in fucking
Listen. Lowrider won't fuck you, okay? I'm just saying that.
Man, Low Rock can fuck you for all I care.
You love. Look, didn't you not tell me you made a diss track against that man?
What the hell is this, man? Got out of context.
I don't care about Low Rider, man. I don't care about nobody. I don't care about them.
If you
First,
don't,
I
you
care
wouldn't
about
bring him up.
VIP and friends.
You always bring up Lowrider in every situation, though.
He's bringing my name and he wants to make it worse.
He's
He
not
doesn't
here.
even talk about you, though.
I don't give a fuck.
I believe you. All right, calm down before you shit on yourself like you did last time.
I don't shit on myself no more. Shut up. We're not talking about that shit anymore. We're talking
He
about.
said I don't shit on myself no more. Damn, cuz.
My bad.
Man,
Excuse us if our presence is too much for you to do that on your own.
Listen. You had to go to another company to go get better. It's understandable.
No, I went to another company so I could get my name bigger.
Well, JTV wasn't big for you?
My name was already big in JTV. It was already big in JTV. Yeah, it was. We're talking about Power Ranger Rebirth Star, former worldweight champion.
It was
total champion.
True. All of that
champion.
is true. All of that is true. But
my name was already big. I just needed to make it even better.
It was big. We respected. I respected that. Not until when you quit the fact that you want to fight for the world title at Chemical Warfare in 2019. That's when VIP dropped down badly. That's your decision that you made was horrible. The reason why you joined BKS because you were lacking. That's why you joined BKS to get your name up, which you did. And then after when you quit BKS, not quit, you got kicked out from BKS, you're trying to thrive again. You went to TNA or other promotion, you won the championship, whatever the title you won, that didn't even last long. You try, and I respect that. But you want to go up against BKS or any of us, you're not going to survive long. Your career will be damaged again like you did to yourself in 2019. So I suggest when you want to go in the big league, in the big room, you got to open your eyes to see who's in there or not, because you're going to get owned with a snap of the finger. Without thinking, because VIP is over now. Now you just gotta have some matches and make people look good at this point.
No. Here's the thing: VIP's never over until I say it's over. That's when it's over.
And that's the problem. You wanna talk about AJ Styles, right? The reason why AJ Styles stopped because he noticed he cannot move pretty well. So what he did, he wanted to retire sooner so he doesn't make himself look bad. That's a smart decision. If you want to follow your role models, you should follow him. You should not continue and just game over, retire after whatever Team JTV bullshit that you got going on. If you were on their side, which I'm pretty sure you are, maybe take that advice from him because this it's not 2010s anymore.
Hey, listen, and I'll happily be the one to retire you, JB.
Nobody retires me but me. That's the deal.
You did in 2019.
No, I didn't. I wasn't myself back then. I wasn't who I used to be. I lost myself. I was in a pretty dark place.
All of us were.
No, not dark as I was. I was on some drugs.
Nigga, what?
I did some shit that I wasn't.
You don't have to share your personal stuff in the live.
I'm not going to share too much personal stuff. All I know, But I
Hey,
was
go
in a
ahead,
dark
go
place,
ahead,
and
DM me
nobody
what you was on, and shit like that. I
I was
say
in a
share.
dark. I was in a dark place.
Sharing is caring.
You know.
All right.
And I finally found the light.
With that being said, folks, we're going to wrap the show up right here. This has been
Yeah,
excellent.
for
This has
sure.
been
For
fun.
sure.
I want
Yeah.
to
It's
thank
been fun.
everybody. I want to begin to slowly thank everybody that's been here, including VIP, who's a late entry in the Royal Rumble. I want to thank my
And
brother
he's
Chris
still off the
Conscious.
match. Damn, that's crazy.
I want to thank my brother Chris Conscious for stopping by. Big surprise today here on City of Impact for that man to show up. Looking forward to hosting with him going forward. If he can keep his shit good, every episode going forward, I want it to be me and Conscious hosting together. Every episode going forward. So big shout out to that man. I want to send up. I want to thank, of course, Damian Taylor came in late, but he came in early. Been with us for a while. Big shout out to him. Had a good, fun show with him. Spoke his mind about a lot of things. Fun conversation. Same with the World Heavyweight Champion, Shendon, Mr. BKS. Thank you for stopping by and giving us your 2 cents. And thank you for making the end of the show super interesting, VIP. Thanks for having you as well.
Mr. Former King of Legends and shit. We
Right.
out this bitch.
Hey,
And
it's no problem. We out this bitch. I'm glad I got a chance to be a part of it, even though I was late entry. He was glad to talk some shit to these fellas. It was good, very good. And y'all have a wonderful day.
Sure?
Shut the fuck
Eat
up.
y'all some fruit.
You sure? I saw some
Eat
tears
some
for a second.
apples, some
You want some tissue?
oranges. You
Yeah, it
know,
sounded like you was about to cry.
Man. Drink you some sweet tea, man. Some water. Gatorade.
Well, we're going off air, but don't leave just yet, jabroni. You know,
He's definitely a jabroni.
y'all like, comment, subscribe, and share. And happy anniversary, 4-year anniversary of City of Impact.
Happy
Put
4
Yeah.
years.
And good night.
Drink you some wine for that 4 years.
Put your glasses up.
Hey, VIP, I just want to let you know this before we go off air. You's a bitch. And you
I
always
want to know
gonna get
what you know. Some who got you. You a son of a bitch.
Yeah, yeah. You stuttering bastard.
Off air.
You a bitch ass nigga. So shut the fuck up.
Hey.